Hello everybody, and thank you for watching UKSG Blue 2025. We are at the end of a 2-day speedrunning marathon coming to you live from the beautiful city of Glasgow with rare sunny weather. In Scotland, of course. We are raising money to support Crisis, a charity dedicated to provide the support needed to help people out of homelessness for good. You can help support both UKSG and Crisis by donating to our event. Simply type !donate in chat to get all the information you need, or check the links below our Twitch page. Also, we have an incentive coming up for this run that is at... let's see how we are doing in that. It's for the Majima Saga any percent bonus run. We need to raise $500 in total by the end of the run. Pounds, sorry. Yeah. I'm not used to being here. We have raised so far 368 pounds out of 500. We need just a bit more of a push to go there. Now, of course, let's get to introductions. We have our fantastic Froob, assisted by Rebel Dragon 95 to play Yakuza Kiwami 2. So, Froob, take it away.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't want to do Majima Saga, so, please donate to it to make me suffer a bit more. Rebel knows how much I love Majima Saga.
You love Spin to Win.
Oh, it's a great
You
game.
love pressing the circle button. I love pressing the circle button, Q button.
So yeah, this is K2. We'll talk about K2 during the run, because it's a pretty longish run. I'd asked Rebel to do co-coms. Rebel doesn't do K2 as much, but
I do know Dragon Engine quite a lot. I've run loads of Dragon Engine games. I definitely understand how this engine works.
Yes. You're one of 3 people in this building that knows how a Yakuza speedrun works.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to start as soon as we hit, whoops. I thought there was the autosave prompt. There isn't in this game.
No, it's not in this game. There's no
But it is
autosave.
in the one before 6.
Yes.
Great game. Anyway, yes, we started. My bad.
Shout out. Woo.
It's been a while since I've done K2 on a live stream. It's fine. We got a whole bunch of flashback stuff. We'll talk about it later. It doesn't matter right now. K2 is the second Dragon Engine game, so it's a little bit more temperamental.
Yes, Dragon Engine jank is very prominent in this game. Much like Yakuza 6 and this game, Dragon Engine jank, or what we call Dragon Engine shenanigans, are very prominent because the ragdolling and the way enemies react to stuff in this game when you hit them sometimes just doesn't work, or it works too well. Oh, and something else with this is we have to do the tutorial. The tutorial sucks in every Yakuza game. We have to do it in this game. Well, you don't have to do it, but waiting 20 seconds for each prompt is slower than just doing it. Or you whiff like that. That's fine.
It's not going to work here. He's the one that survives.
Yeah,
so.
there's always one guy that survives during these segments until the bottom text says, "Show them your strength." So now we have to do the blocking tutorial. Blocking is always bad in the tutorials because enemies on the easier difficulties are really not as aggressive. So we're now just evading. We're getting lock on. The lock on tutorial is easy. Just hold lock on and move around. So that's a charge punch. Charge punch is good. Now we're just going to get this guy with heat move. And then it'll say, show me your strength, and you kick him. Or you're just going to punch him. You could do whichever. I'd kick him for the memes, but that's me.
I probably should have done, yeah.
I'd press the triangle button because I'd do the turnaround kick.
It would be a bit quicker than turning around, yeah.
Yeah.
We got the quick dodge in that. There's going from one tutorial to the dodging tutorial. For some reason, sometimes it gets through it quicker if you just spam dodge. Don't know why. Just does.
Yeah.
We have to find Dojimo. Regularly goes missing in these video games.
Yeah, we love Daigo. We love Daigo. So running around the map in Yakuza games is both one of the more fun parts of this run with how we route stuff, but also it's some of the scariest segments of these runs. There's multiple things we're looking for when we are running around, but we'll go through them more as we get around. But yeah, more tutorial stuff.
Yeah, we got a bunch of drinks there, which we'll explain the drinks in a little bit because those are important. You have to wait half a second here for this tutorial because sometimes it doesn't work. And ideally, you can just get them all with that big cone.
Big cone. Big cone.
Big cone.
Big cone.
So this is going to be very important for the speedrun. With K2, what you can do is pick up weapons and put them away. This is a tutorial for doing that. This is a very weapon-based run. To put it bluntly, brawler combat in Kiwami 2 sucks.
Yes.
So we're not going to do it.
If you press the square button without a weapon, we go, what are you doing?
Yeah.
like you always want to have a weapon in hand. The only time you should be using punches is at the beginning of the run, or if you've got like one hit left on an enemy. Oh, by the way, that just menus like
it's
automatically
also,
for you. It just goes by strong charge attack, or we won't let you proceed.
Yep. My menuing is bad normally, but not that bad, I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. This is just my movement hand. It's like you can see it's not working.
Yeah, no. I'll be real, menuing in all these games is like difficult in
Terrible.
different aspects. Some some games have awful input delay. Some games there's too much input you can do, so you go past menu items really quickly.
It's a lot better in the newer games, which is nice. K2, it's hard to describe, but K2 has a layer of just weirdness because it's an early Dragon Engine game that they're still like working through.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this tutorial in a very specific way and quite quickly. We're going to punch this guy to stop him from moving, and then we're going to charge up a light and hopefully use our attack up drink, the citrus cider. Unfortunately, everybody dies, and I have to do this the old-fashioned way and just punch the guy.
Okay. Yeah. We just kick his shins in.
Ideally, the guy on the right doesn't get close enough, and you can just do a heat attack, but no, we decided to get too close today, as per usual.
Yeah. Right. So one big element of this game is in the first couple of Dragon Engine games, drinking drinks was very prominent.
I can't get past them here. I've got to get rid of them.
Oh, I forgot about the vending machine right there.
Yep.
Drinking drinks is very prominent for doing different things. So in Yakuza 6, you could buy one drink, run around with it in your hand while drinking it, and then you got a buff. In this game, shout out to Muscle Soda. We'll go over that in a minute. In this game, you buy drinks from the vending machine, and they're just in your menu, and they give you short buffs for short periods of time. The Poseidon Power gives you infinite sprint while you have it active. So it's very useful because in this game, unlike later Yakuza games where they just give you infinite sprint from the start, which is very based, we like that a lot.
Yup.
This game doesn't have infinite sprint, so we have to deal with our sprinting levels.
So you'll notice that we're using the Switchblade. As said, weapon's good. If you can get a good angle like that, you can get everybody in one go. I was ideally hoping to get both of those in that.
Oh, and at the start of that fight, while Froob was doing an attack, he started an attack and animation, then paused. That's very important because essentially we're going to be using muscle sodas at every possible point. Muscle sodas give you an attack boost. I don't know for how long it is. It's really short.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's really short, but essentially it gives you a really large attack boost for really short periods of time. And because they are, you can buy them in groups of 10, and they're pretty easy to get from a lot of different vending machines. We just stack ourselves up with them, and every instance of that we can give ourselves hits. The reason why you pause when you start an attack is because you can apply the buff in the middle of an attack.
Yes.
So you can do the setup, know you're going to hit multiple enemies, and then apply a buff. Oh yeah, that was Daigo Dojima. Don't worry about it.
We found him.
We found him. We punched him in the gut. Because, goddamn it, Daigo.
Yeah, the reason why I moved in that fight when I was holding the bike, Muscle Soda gives us mass knockback on every single attack. So to circumvent that, we hit them into walls. You can't move away if you get hit into a wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see a lot of two-handed weapons and Muscle Soda usage in this, but this is a very weapon-based run. There's a lot of very, very tight weapon route usage, which I really like about this run.
Yeah.
This next dialogue, we're not picking it just because funny. It is fast. We're just going to... Don't worry about it.
Yeah, one really nice thing about every single Yakuza game that ever comes out, every single one of them, there are marginal differences between every single run, and some of them have major differences. When you run multiple Dragon Engine games, the one good thing about them is that consistently movement and menuing is usually around the same, but what you have to do in fights depends on what they've decided to buff or nerf. And you just have to remember, oh, this is what we do in this game. Oh, this is what we do in this game. So in K2, you pick up weapons, use muscle sodas. In Yakuza 6, use extreme heat and you mash the square button. you beef on your square button. Then in Judgment, you
Flux Fissure EX.
You Flux Fissure and EX mode, and then in Lost Judgment, you press Tiger.
Yeah.
you press buttons in Tiger.
They took the one class that was massively overpowered in Judgment and decided, what if we made it better?
Yep, and then in Gaiden, one of the more recent ones, we use a lot of EX in that as well, but we use a lot of style changes and different things within that. And then in Pirate Yakuza, a lot of that is juggling and gun. So every single run, even if they're in the same engine, just is completely separate from each other, which is really nice. But one good thing about when you learn one Dragon Engine game is you can pick up any other Dragon Engine game relatively quickly because you've got past the main bits of where everything is on a map, your movement, how taxis work, how despawning enemies work in most instances. So in this game, you saw Froob do it a minute ago. We were going to talk about running around cities. When you run around in the cities, you can run into fight spawns. if you run into a fight spot and they see you, if you talk to a vending machine, it just despawns the fight. So we're going to be doing that a lot throughout the run.
The nice thing about this game, you'll probably see it later on. This game has this very, very small little bit where at the start of a fight, there's the blue glow that starts the fight. Just after that, you've got like a third of a second that you can use any confirmation thing, like as Rebel was saying, vending machines or taxis and stuff. And if you do it in that little moment, you will get out of any fight you're in. There's pretty much one confirmed place on Tenkaichi
where it doesn't work.
Yeah, which we'll probably have to do later on.
Yeah, probably.
But it is really nice.
Tenkaichi Street is the worst.
Yes. The nice thing about K2 is that fight spawns will see you from quite far away, but they don't auto-aggro onto you too fast, unlike, say, I don't know, Judgment.
yeah, where they see you from through streets and go, I got you, boy, and then like you're in a fight 2 seconds later and you're like, what?
You're literally on the other side of Kamurocho and they're just like, no.
Yeah. Every single game kind of has their own different way of despawning fights depending on what you have. The later games, when they gave us more access to taxis, by that I mean taxiing from the menu, fight spawns became less and less of a worry outside of specific segments we had to do running. So if you get them, they're just bad RNG. Oh, look, it's Daigo. Hi, Daigo.
Bye, Daigo.
Goodbye, Daigo. Oh, dude, Office? This is a Yakuza game.
Yep. So we get a small little cutscene about like the police force here in Osaka. We're in Osaka, by the way.
Oh, yeah. BT Dubs.
Yeah, we're at the Omi Alliance HQ. They're the big kind of rival group to the Tojo that we're a part of. And our chairman got shot. He's dead. He's dead.
Big dead.
Very dead. And
Don't worry about it.
We're kind of like, because he used to be an Omi man himself, we're kind of here to like appease their chairman. And in typical Yakuza fashion, things are going to go wrong.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever a section of the story where Kiryu goes, I'm going to go here and do this, and it works.
It's true.
Like, why do people trust him to get things done? I mean, he shouldn't be the person who send first. He's the person who send last. And people are like, yeah, let's send him first. So in this section here, we are going to use a knife. The knife won't be used for much longer because we're going to go grab a wooden sword. Wooden sword be way better than knife.
I was very worried I was going to get a Dragon Ninja shenanigan there.
Yep.
Now we're good.
Yep. So now we have the sword. Swords are just way better than the smaller bladed weapons because you not only have more range, you get the square attack and you get the lunge. Both of those are really good. We should mention that the tutorial covered this, but we haven't mentioned it yet. If you hold a weapon and press down, it becomes your weapon. It puts it into your inventory. And Froob's going to be picking up certain weapons throughout the game and throwing them and putting them in his bag for later on.
Yeah. Because
we don't need everything straight away. Because a lot of fights we can do different things or grab two-handed weapons and do different things to like circumvent needing to use our swords. And the amount of swords we pick up is very specific for what we need. And there's very small like room for like, you know, error with misusing swords or misusing anything with them.
Yeah, so one of the big dangers about holding a weapon like this, when it isn't counted as ours, like we haven't put it away like Rebel has said, if we get like attacked or knocked to the ground, there is a big chance that we will drop the weapon and it will break. So for like this little bit with like this sword that isn't technically ours, unfortunately this guy didn't move forward, we have to be very careful not to let it like break in our hand.
Oh, by the way, opening doors from the middle in the Dragon Engine is about a second faster than each side.
Yeah.
Anybody who plays any speedrun on a Dragon Engine game will always walk through one side of a door and be eternally triggered until you reset and try again.
How did you know that happened then when that happened to me just now?
I knew.
That explanation, I was just like, I was so annoyed at myself.
Yeah. Yeah. No, because it happens to me. Every time I walk through a door and one side opens, I'm like, I did it again. What am I doing? So another thing with this game is the pop-up in the top right corner there was a level thing. So in this game, rather than having like a traditional EXP bar system or anything like that, each ability has a certain number of points within certain categories that you need to collect in order to level things up. In this game, the point requirements are laughably low in comparison to what they were in Yakuza 6.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually change the economy of like what you're buying. They're the same prices essentially, but like they're not inflated numbers. Usually, depending on the game, sometimes abilities that are the same across multiple games cost different things or have different effects or different things. If you play the older Yakuza games, like attacks like Tiger Drop are good, very good. Then you get to Dragon Engine and Tiger Drop kind of is jank a lot of the time because it doesn't always want to work. Because of how Dragon Engine shenanigans work and how enemies hit you, it doesn't always function in the same way. So almost trying to like use it is not as good. And depending on the category, like, you do grab it in some of them. Like, you know, Yakuza 3 Legend, oh yeah,
Yes.
let's get Tiger Drop.
It's necessary in that game. What we want from this lobby, ideally, is 2 guns or at least 1. We've just gotten 1, which is good for later.
Yep.
I'm going to have to rebuff in a second, but I would like to take care of you first.
Yeah, we want gun first.
Okay, not bad. That's actually a good lobby clear.
Yeah.
We're going to use this. We're going to equip our sword, put up the plant, and then we're going to do 2 last fights for this chapter. So outside here, we're going to use the backwards kick that Rebel was talking about earlier, and then we have a boss fight coming up. Second boss fight.
Right. While we're dealing with this fight, have you got a quick message?
We do indeed. We have some hype for you and for this run. We have the Dragon of BSG with 10 pounds. Your Rebel.
Shout outs to this man.
And Dragon of UKSG. Good luck with the Dragon Ninja endgame. Don't forget to fuel yourself with pork buns. And then 10 pounds from Street Bag Guy.
Hey.
Hi,
Hey.
Froob and Rebel. Always glad to see Yakuza Showcase at UKSG. Sad I couldn't be there for Blue to see it in person, but I'll be cheering you on from home. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Street Bag Guy, another good member of the community.
Shout outs to both of those guys.
Yeah.
Shout outs to both of those boys.
Yeah, Street Bag Guy's done a lot of our more recent load removers, which is nice. Apparently, we didn't realize guidance was broken until today for a couple of months.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
I played that recently.
I mean, I think the only person that may have played Gaiden is me, and I play on console.
Yeah.
Why would I touch the load remover? I think, like...
I swear I did it recently, but I guess I didn't.
Yeah, but, like, knowing you, it probably worked, despite it not working.
Yeah, I remember when Yakuza 4 decided it thought it was Lost Judgment.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, we were playing Lost Judgment, right? And,
Yeah.
and you're like, what?
My PC marvels are as good as my health marvels at this
Yeah.
point.
As I said, your luck stat is inversed.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
I'm stunned I managed to make it here this year.
Yeah.
Like, I want to thank, obviously, UKSG staff for accepting this onto the schedule. I was supposed to do 2 things last year, Mad Jack and a Gaiden race with you.
yeah.
And unfortunately, I left Rebel in the lurch.
Hey, man, I got a free W, so we take those.
Meanwhile, I was hospitalized with the flu.
I'm not taking that back. I'm not taking it back. I'm standing by what I said.
It counts.
It counts. That's a W for me.
Actually, I was going to say this in the downtime. I was speaking to Arg earlier. I think it's green next summer, right? In like around the middle of the year?
Yeah,
K3 race.
potentially.
Right.
Because I will potentially be running Yakuza Kiwami 3.
Oh.
I like Yakuza 3 a lot. Like,
Same.
you know this. Like,
This is the We Love Yakuza 3 couch. Like,
this is the We Love Yakuza 3 couch, to the point where we actually like the gameplay of Yakuza 3,
Yes.
which is like not a
sacrilegious in the Yakuza community these days, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, people be like, oh, it's blocky, sir, and I'm like, just pick up a weapon, bro.
Yeah, just bait the attack and then attack back. If you spam button, it doesn't work. Surprise.
Yeah, like,
It does in this game.
yes. Well, because Dragon Engine games, the enemies are so weirdly with their AI that it doesn't change. But with how AI works in all the older games, they're not as aggressive. So you need to do the thing that makes, Dark Souls games hard. Be patient.
Yeah. We should mention in this bit, we don't want to hit certain NPCs.
No. Yeah.
Kanru has text boxes based on her HP bar, so not hitting NPCs is a good thing. And then we have the big Chapter 4 shopping segment next, which I will have to explain as I go through because it helps me remember what I'm doing in this
What
bit.
you're doing.
There's
Yeah,
so
there's a lot
much
that
in this
happens in
bit.
Chapter 4 in this game.
Both in OG2 and K2, we start off the same way by running into this guy. This is a sub-story where it gives us a free 50,000 at the start. If we pick the middle option, it's 100k, but we don't need that in the speedrun, so we just go for this one. We're going to turn around, and we're going to go grab this locker key on the right that gets us an EXP block. As Rebel was saying earlier, our EXP in this game is a bit weird, and that sometimes, especially in the early game of K2, we don't have enough of the one that gives, which is Spirit. So we have to make sure we get that. We have a quick drink route and a slow drink route. We are currently on the quick drink route because I have 2 muscle soda left. If not, there's a green vending machine to the right of us as we taxi in there that we have to replenish our muscle soda at. We're just going to head up here. In this little room here in the corner, which we're going to be back here in Chapter 12, but we need the money now, is a platinum plate under the sofa. Thank you. We should also mention, this is a timed waiting segment. It's a minute and a half until we get the first phone call, and then another minute and a half until we get the second phone call. And if we do everything correctly, we can get to the pharmacy just as the second phone call comes in, and then we can buy our key items. In OG2, you can buy those key items ahead of time, but despite Kiwami being extreme, no.
Kiwami means extreme waiting.
Yes. This locker key is for the Blood Cake Chainmail. It will drop our defense but raise our attack exponentially. We need to taxi to our bridge here, which, remember, this is K2's axis, not Guidance axis. Thank you. If I'm going Guide, I'm going down the list. I'm going K2, I'm going up the list. Want to go to the right-hand side here to avoid a substory on the left-hand side. Later on in the run, there will be a substory right here that we'll also have to avoid. But for now, we're going to go down these stairs. If you're a newer runner, there is a locker key over on the left-hand side, the literal direct opposite that I recommend you pick up, which has a gun.
We like a gun.
Yeah. This one we picked up is a 36-hit Oakwood Katana, which is going to be our
main weapon for a long time, because 36 hits is a lot.
Yes.
So most weapons you pick up have around 12.
Yep.
About 12, but any weapon you get like brand new or from like a locker key always has exponentially more.
Sell all our plates, we get 477,000 yen if we haven't done any mistaken taxis or anything like that, which is the perfect amount. We'll have about 70k spare, but we need a certain amount at certain points that we can have less than, so it's important we do all this now.
Yeah. I do really like how we do all this work to make 400,000, but in like Gaiden,
just in an
you're
instant.
just like, hang on, let me just make 1 million in my pocket real quick,
Yeah, I'm just
and
going
then
to pop to the Coliseum real quick,
oh,
yeah.
I'm just gonna pop the Coliseum. Let me like get 100k from just blowing up some enemies with a cigarette bomb.
Cool. A little bit off, that's still good.
Yeah,
So,
that's not bad. Like,
for marathon purposes, I'm going to buy a spare safety heal just in case, because there are... This game doesn't heal you between chapters
No.
apart from one point, and then it drains your HP anyway. So thanks, game. Appreciate
yeah,
you.
we love it. And also something else which is pretty useful is trying to do all this within your one Poseidon powers. The Poseidon
Yes.
power usages is also good as well.
Yeah, our timing is quite tight because we're going to run out of stamina at the end of it. So I know I'm a little bit behind with the position of that phone call there. So I need to hurry up just a little bit in this bit. But we want to basically make it to Club Sega after this next bit. But we do need to go to the Mahjong Parlor, where one of my favorite differences between OGs and Kiwami speedruns happen, where, I don't know if Rebel knows it because you don't do the OGs, but we have to go to the Mahjong Parlor. And
Oh, I know this one.
it's so fun.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I've heard Tap meme about it many times.
So basically in OG2 and K2, we need to gain access to Mahjong Parlor. In OG2, you can talk to this guy 15 times, and he gets so mad at you that he fights you instead. Unfortunately, that doesn't work in this game.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit like the lockers guy at the start of Crisis Core.
Yep.
Where if you just keep trying to break into a lock, he's like, for God's sake, here's the ring. God, man.
Give it to you already, jeez.
He's like, geez, just take it. God.
So you see my stamina just ran out, which is fine. Please see it's Junka. That's not Junka, that's Bunchan.
Yeah. We don't need to play the...
Oh my goodness, Junka, your hitbox sucks.
Yeah, that's another thing in this game, especially in the earlier Dragon Engine games. Like, NPC hitboxes are really difficult to hit sometimes, so you you really do have to like try. It's a little bit like
Ooh, that's
like
not great.
I remember when I played a lot of 6, I did actually like practice talking to some of the characters when I was running around.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
sometimes you have to do it blind, and I felt like, why am I playing a survival horror game?
Yeah,
Like
it's,
that's like hitting like the hairdryer hitbox in Silent Hill 3 if you do glitchless. Like
it's a little easier if you pan the camera to him, but if you
Yeah.
pan the camera to him in like short spaces like that, it messes your movement up, as you know.
yeah, so you don't always want to do that. So big sign.
We're hoping that everyone stays together. Nice.
Based.
Usually one guy, Yoshi, will walk away and not do his taxes. Tell him to do his taxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to grab everything from the coin lockers, as we said earlier. The Spirit Tome, the wood, the Katana, and the Blood Cake Chainmail.
Is this the only time you use the lockers? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in OG2 we use them like way more.
Yeah,
Upside
'cause-
power now.
Yeah, because you get so many more different like good weapons and different things from
Yes.
it that like make things a lot faster in that version. In this version, the game gives you a lot of weapons throughout all the set pieces, so you can kind
Yeah.
of get what you need from just the scraps that are lying around versus you having to go out your way to grab the locker keys for them.
Yes, OG2 also, being a PS2 game, has much more stringent inventory management where you can only hold 9 items in your inventory, but you can play around with your weapons, having them equipped and then obviously unequipped.
Yeah, because they count as not in your inventory when they're
Yes.
equipped.
So that's another reason for like OG2's like inventory stuff. I'd offer OG2 for a marathon, but that game honestly scares me. It's one of the harder runs.
Oh yeah, it is big hard.
Yep. So with this taxi, we have to go back to the Mahjong Parlor. This taxi usually messes up new runners. Because we're at the top right, which is supposed to be the third option, it's actually now gone away, so everything else goes up by 1. So we have to
Yep.
be very careful about that.
the taxi list in all of these games, honestly, is the hardest part of running
Yep.
these games. There's
Yep.
two things that is hard when you run these games. Is taxi list and remembering character names when you're doing any marathon commentary. Those are the hardest part of this game. Doing the run is just, yeah, let's just go do it. But, like, you know.
So 100k to this guy, you have to do that OG2 K2.
Yep.
OG2, we don't have easy access to the plates that obviously we got in this run. So in this run, we skip this bit. In OG2, we don't. So between OG2 and K2, you actually see the entirety of this chapter. But this just gets us through, and that's, as you can see, 70k. So we're all
Yep.
good now. Any Mahjong part of the fight that isn't in Yakuza 0 absolutely sucks.
Yep.
In Yakuza 0, we have shotguns. It's a great time.
Yeah, you
in
do.
any other game, we don't.
Yep.
So we have to hope that everyone gets together. We use Last Muscle Soda.
I love,
Beautiful.
I love how much enthusiasm he uses for the bin.
Yep.
Because, like, you know, that's definitely like a plastic bin. And he's like, yeah, bro, look at this.
I remember the days back when we were first routing this, and we had some people that were team umbrella stand, some people that were team, like, bin. Doesn't make a difference.
Yeah,
The bin is just quicker.
Yeah, just grab the closest two-handed thing and go swinging.
Yep.
One thing we should actually mention, like you probably noticed that Froob has a max heat gauge, and we've been pressing the triangle button. If you hold left trigger or L2 in this game, it turns off heat moves. So we can use that to avoid using heat moves while also doing the big damage attack, because usually the light attacks are only really good in this game with the sword.
Yep.
In later Yakuza games, they become better, because why wouldn't they? Because they got to change everything every time.
Strong charge lights are very good for reasons that I'll explain in a later boss fight. For now, something that isn't in OG2 but is in K2, it's a wonderful minigame called Cabaret. So let us show you how you make a successful Cabaret club. First, introduce the patron to his seat.
Yep.
He wants someone who's good at love talk. So what we're going to do is going to let him stew there just for a tiny bit. We notice that he's poor. Doesn't have that much money. So he's going to get a little upset, and we're going to tell him to get out. And that's how you run a successful cabaret club. So the timer at the top, that is how long this lasts for. If you interact with this minigame in any way, shape, or form, our time stops. So we don't. So I send it over to Strife to read a couple of messages.
Yes, absolutely. I just got a incredible message to say. We are still trying to get our Majima Saga any % bonus run on. And we just got a £62 donation from Snake Rex without any comments. But it did bring us to £450 raised for this Majima Saga bonus 80% run. So we only need £50 more. Let's get there, guys. Let's get there.
Yeah, remember, I don't want to run it, so please donate for it. Thank you.
Yeah, Froob doesn't want to press the circle button. He really doesn't.
I actually genuinely do not like Majima Saga.
Yeah. This isn't a bit. This isn't a bit. This is actually, like, truthful.
Rebel is here to keep me in check. That's why Rebel's here.
Yeah. We don't lie here. There are no jokes.
No.
Like, there are no jokes. We don't joke.
Genuinely, you ask anyone that's run Majima Saga a couple of times, it is the worst. You would think a 7-minute speedrun would not be bad. It's terrible. It's garbage.
No. What's actually funnier with it as well is that the other side category one ends up being Kaito.
Yeah.
Which is an infinitely better
It's
category.
so good.
And Kaito is actually a great category. And if anyone goes, I want to learn a Yakuza game, I go, learn Kaito. I go, learn Kaito. He teaches you everything you need to know about the Dragon Engine in that one run.
Yep.
Like, there's only one thing that changes, and that's in his version of the game. One-handed weapons are better than two-handed, and that's the opposite for most of them.
Yeah.
But it still gives you the concept of go grab weapon as fast as possible.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, we used to only suggest this as being like a run for anyone who wants to get into Yakuza games, get into. But these days, a lot of runs now have so many resources. And actually pretty good timing-wise as well. Some have like good break segments, even the longer ones. Yakuza 0 is 4 hours, but it has a break segment right in the middle. Absolutely perfect.
Based.
Yep. This one isn't in the middle. Not that perfect, but still a great run to do. So if you ever want to do like a Yakuza run, the way that we usually describe them is they're easy to learn but hard to master.
Yeah.
Like the tech that we do for most of them is pretty simple, about from like say OG2 maybe, and like maybe one other one.
Yeah.
But it's a place now that we are with the community. You can basically start with whatever. There's a bigger list of things we wouldn't recommend starting with, Yakuza 5. But other than that, like, please run Yakuza 5. Thank you.
I mean, obviously the RPGs are a little bit of a different case because you have to be a little bit more aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
But any of the action RPG ones, are all really They are very
Yeah.
on paper. These games are very easy to pick up because our notes are essentially go here, do this, take this taxi, buy this thing.
Usually there is one or two things in, especially a Dragon Engine game, that are overpowered as anything. And we, in a speedrun, as you know, distill things to their purest form.
Yeah.
So it makes them appear simple, but to actually master these runs does take a while. But it's very, very satisfying.
Because we have actually in most of these runs, a lot of the Dragon Engine games, despite it looking like, oh, you can't really, there's not much variance in routing. All these games have had many different routes and many different things that go into them. A lot of the fight strats usually end up being very similar, but how you get to those fights is what normally changes.
Yep. And like, despite the fact that this is obviously a weapon-based run, we have a few other weapon-based runs that just aren't quite as similar. Like, due to like them changing like the attack animations, like depending on the game, or some weapons just being a bit worse per game.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, because even when you go to the non-Dragon Engine games, so like 3, 4, 5 that are normally run, 3 and 4 have very similar kind of like weapons, and then 5 weapons are really not good for the most part because of the weapon level system that they thought, yeah, let's put that in there, which, you know, as a concept is fine, but like makes it so all two-handed weapons do less damage than you punching, which is like...
Unless, ironically, you're Saijima, at which point two-handed weapons are once again still the best.
Yes, but for everyone else, it's like, why? Just punch.
So that dagger should be familiar to anyone who's ran this series before. We've got to go return it to its rightful owner. I'm going to get our big first level up of the run as soon as we leave Tojo HQ.
Yeah, which is like weird. We're 30 minutes in and we haven't really done a major menu of like...
That's just how good Muscle Soda is.
Yeah,
like,
Muscle Soda just circumvents you needing to do any attack ups.
It's so funny because any run that any game that has Muscle Soda in, we just know immediately that's going in the speedrun. We just know.
Yeah, we're like Muscle Soda's in.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's even in Like a Dragon, and like you still use it in that game as well. Like.
Yep. 1, EXP
so
1,
we're getting
EXP
boost.
2, weapon level 1, and whoops, a daisy, that's later.
Oh, we don't need that one right now?
Not yet. And then as much attack as we can, and at this point we now do more than 1 HP bar's worth of damage.
Yep, so we did a few things there. The main thing you want to grab is boost EXP, because that gives you more EXP, as that's what it says on the tin.
Yep, gets us to where we need to be in the run.
Yep, and then also we brought a sprint level up. So sprint level ups give you further stamina for your sprint.
The sprint level 1 enables us to get to the taxi on Tenkaichi without running out of stamina, and also just over to Donkey here. You can hear the music change. There was a fight spawn. We should mention there are some shops like Donkey where you can't actually have a fight spawn inside.
Yeah.
So you can walk inside very briefly to be able to de-aggro them, and then you don't have to deal with them. It won't despawn them, so you need to be aware of that, but it will de-aggro them.
Yeah, so there's a lot of areas, especially in older games, where like it couldn't do fights because of where they were, because we kind of were like, oh, is it because they're too big or too small? No, I think it was just a rule if you can't do the fight there.
Yep. It's a shame, because you could really mess the place up.
You really could, actually.
And yet you can throw a guy inside a microwave in the Popo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, can I say shout outs to the door to Serena being on a different floor every single game?
It's so weird.
I don't know. I have never seen a door that can magically teleport up to different floors.
So this is a letter from tutor Kamaki. Yeah, we're not going to.
Yeah, we don't need them because we're not going to punch things.
Muscle Soda too good.
Yeah. By the way, this game also has extreme heat, by the way, but
it is good in this game, but like you just Muscle Soda and weapons is just ridiculous.
Well, not only that, you have to go get it. Like you don't just have it. You have to unlock it.
Which is what the letter was for there. By not doing Kamaki's training, it's going to give us 1 extra text box, which is the only text box in the run that doesn't allow text box wrapping. Which is basically where, you know, if it's at the bottom of the list, you can press up to go to it, or in this case, you can press, like, left to go to it. In this case, no, we have to actually press right when we get to it.
Yeah.
But this is Purgatory. Daigo's never been here.
No.
Good joke. Thanks, Dead Souls.
Shout out to Purgatory.
Great place. I have bad memories of this. Thanks to Yakuza 4.
Shout outs to Blackjack. Shout outs to Roulette.
Shout outs to Kiwami Free, probably no longer having Blackjack. Appreciate you.
Shout outs to the Zero Enjoyers.
Yup.
And the 00 believers.
Absolute degens.
No. Both sides are degens.
True. Majima, by the way.
Because you guys allowed that to happen.
Yeah, we did.
When baseball bats were there the whole time.
There are still some people out there that do believe there is a route that can do bat and gun. Unfortunately, you're sat next to one of those people.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm aware of the degeneracy that could come back for Yakuza 4.
I think I'm a masochist in regards to that run. I'm not gonna lie. Really?
I honestly think at this point you're like, I did that run so many times with the 50-50 that you deserve it to come back. You're like, other runners need to experience the pain.
It was like 8 months of constant running. I think there was like a period, like 12 runs in a row, where I failed it every single time. Hey, Majima!
Oh yeah. Majima. Sorry, I had to cough, not coughing into the mic.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I've got quite a loud voice, so it would be... Shout outs to the construction hat.
Yep. The Majima fight is surprisingly easy. Unlike the Ryuji fight, we don't do the heat action, because as you'll see, with Muscle Soda, the QTs that happen in these fights also do the damage.
Oh yeah, they are mad cracked. Look at how much damage that does.
Yep. Now, Majima is slippery, which is why we're using our wooden sword so we can try and get one last hit out. But as you can see, sometimes Majima likes to steal the show. Listen, I gotta do your minigame in a second. You behave.
Oh yeah, your favorite minigame.
Darn. Here we go.
Every time you say, every time you speak negatively about these things, I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, it's your favorite thing.
Like my favorite run, Majima Cycle, which you can donate to now and support Crisis. Or Segway.
Yeah.
Good
He's right there.
Hey!
Oh yeah, shout out. So when enemies or bosses die in this and they go into the slow motion phase, sometimes they will just fly around. And basically, we kind of, as runners, we look forward to seeing what kind of ragdolls we get. Because some of them, if you do the same thing to them every time, you get consistent ragdolls. And sometimes they just like... I don't know how to explain in words the type of flailing that you get from some of these enemies that you hear.
This is just why we call it Dragon Engine shenanigans. It's
Yeah.
so good. Now, something that's not so good, Clan Creator.
Yeah, Clan Creator.
I like this minigame casually. Speedrun-wise, bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of RNG to this, so this is going to be a 5-wave tower defense. Yakuza 6 has a version that's an attacking version. Very little RNG or like differences. So I'm going to have to concentrate real hard at this and do the right thing. There is a specific like order that we want to try and do this in, and we have several waves that we have to defend. The first one is only at the top. We're going to put Majima here, Grey Tracksuit guy about here, Red guy here. I think Grey Tracksuit guy's a lot further away. Nisha about here. I can move Nisha a little bit here because this is him being on the next wave. So you'd probably think that Majima is the best character in this bit. No, it's Grey Tracksuit guy, because Majima has this really dumb spin. Now, the idea here is we need Nishida to take that entire wave, because it's only the one wave, and if he doesn't, that's a problem. Nishida! My boy! You've missed! Get back here!
Please get them.
He's not going to. I'm going to have to take Gungai. He's supposed to be the backup for over there. But yeah, you see these guys? What I can do in this time is get you here ahead of time, and then Red Guy back here ahead of time. What are you doing?
Oh my god, they're just not.
Yep, this
guys.
is when I say that Clan Creator can end your run. This is it. Could you stop walking around the truck? Can you do me a solid?
Can you please shoot the man?
Hello?
Brother? Thank you. If he missed, that would have been amazing. Just like...
I love Clan Creator.
The Yakuza 6 version of this, when I played a lot of it, I was like, damn, you really could play consistent in the Yakuza 6 version.
I've got some initiative. It's bad. It's fine. Level you for later. We have some skills on the bottom left as well that we'll explain in a second. Somehow everyone is just ignoring my units that need to hit them. Majima, you can help out, you know, you're not moved over enough.
Nah, he just has to stand there. Don't worry about him.
At this point, we're now going to put everyone at this entrance. A good Clan Creator is sub 50 seconds, by the way. You can look in the top right and see that's not happened.
Yeah. Yep, reset. It's over, boys.
How are they just moving past everybody? Great Tracksuit guy, Majima in the middle here. We're going to use our skill immediately to up the attack of everybody. I'm going to up Gungai and Majima once, and then hopefully these two will just take him out.
And then Majima just do big attack, and there we go.
That's good, that's good, yep. Majima has a big, big spin. You can't miss it. It's a big purple thing. That's why he's terrible. We all respect the national anthem. Yeah. Guy's a pirate, by the way.
He's also a pirate.
Right? So I got a little bit less money than I would like from that, but it literally doesn't matter for the run at this point. We just need 30,000 for the story later on, and then about 20k in total for taxis because we taxi a lot. We taxi a heck of a lot.
I honestly, my experience with later Yakuza runs, you talking about this low amount of money is like, no, that's not how it works, man. We need more. Like Lost Judgment, how much money did you get in that game? Like, too much? Like,
Lost Judgment's so nice to the player. No time waiting segments, no money segments, but Judgment is just like, you'll have 4 3-minute waiting segments. You'll need about 250,000 for the story, and we'll only give you about 200,000. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep. Yep.
What chapter is it? Oh, it's this one. 16-bit. 16-bit. The frustrating chapter in OG2, but not too bad in this one.
You were leaning over like I know what's happening.
No, I was hoping you would.
I missed the chapter name because I wasn't reading it. Oh, it's Yuya. Hey.
Yeah. We're not going to deal with him, are we?
No, we don't need Yuya right now.
So I'm hopefully going to taxi to the right place this time because I've been taxiing the wrong place every time. You want to go to Theatre Square. There's 2 options. You have Theatre Square or Theatre Avenue or Theatre Alley. Preferably Alley. Avenue has the start of the bouncer sub-story in front of it. We can taxi there later, which will put us into a cutscene trigger, but this one doesn't. And this guy is about the position of like where you would go anyway from the other one, but you don't have to avoid the sub-story this way. So we're going to grab you, we're going to run this way. There's a sub-story on the right-hand side here, which we're just going to pass. This fight spawn is fine. This is what we call an area trigger. So an area trigger is when you walk into a specific area, and it triggers the next cutscene bit.
Oh, I know what bot with the game we're in now.
Yep.
I know where we are now.
I need to be careful not to hard lock the video game.
Oh yeah, please don't hard lock the video game.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that was a thing that was coming up.
Froob, please don't. Like, actually, like, please.
I was hoping
Oh,
Cameron
did the
would do
double?
a bit faster there.
Dude,
So-
the double?
Yeah, this next bit is a little bit finicky. I'm going to take a... Actually, the autosave will be after we taxi, so it'll be fine. There's a very, very hard to pull off, but not very hard to pull off if you're quick at this game, strat in this fight that we have to do anyway to do this fight, where we're going to take care of these 2 guys from the 16-bit with the nameless katana because it does a bit more damage. The ideal method here is that both of these guys will walk together, complete RNG. If they do, and we take care of both of them at the time where an enemy spawn is happening at the same time, the game will softlock. There is nothing I can do about it. That should be fine because it shouldn't have... Perfect. Yep, as soon as you get that,
was a perfect fight. That was
fight.
yeah.
He's still on that truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we have the key to get into the 16-bit building, which is a really cool set piece. K2 has some really cool and really quick set pieces, and like the big thing about like running K2 is consistency. You'll pick it up quite quickly, but it's quite hard to get at first. Like the quick drink route, you'll see here what I said about earlier about there you go. I can like use that in that little downtime before the actual fight starts, and it just despawns the enemies. It's not quite like 1 or 2 frames, but it's about 1/3 of a second to less than 1/3 of a second. So it is quite tight timing. And then we're going to get somebody that turns up a good couple of times.
I love how this says find Daigo, and you're like, I'm always doing that.
He's also not here.
You're like, I'm always finding Daigo. Like, can bro like stay put, please?
It would be nice. Half the problems of this series would probably be fine if that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to break this barricade. Behind it is a saw. This is going to be our mid to late game weapon. It's very, very good.
It's a very good weapon that's just there on the floor for the grabbing.
So we're going to take care of these enemies. Some of them have guns. Ideally, we will get at least 1 gun from here. There's this one. Perfect. Boy, I had 1 drop. And then we're going to do what we like to call gun corridor. You'll never guess why it's called gun corridor.
Yeah.
Got dudes with guns in it. So ideally, we want to do this at the right time. You can dodge bullets.
Oh yeah, because Kiryu is godlike.
Throw the gun. Perfect gun corridor. Oh, I'm so happy about that. I've been messing that up in practice.
Yeah.
Then I put that away. That's my 2nd gun. Now we've got 2 guns to be able to do all the skips later on. Perfect. I'm so happy about that. I genuinely am.
Yeah. One thing about these games as well is we have a tier list of like enemies in a fight.
Oh yeah.
The tier list goes fist enemies, you deal with them last. Anybody with a bladed weapon or 2-handed, you deal with them over priority of guys with fists. If there's a gun, get rid of the gun guy first.
Yep.
Or every time. Gun guy goes first.
It's usually changed a little bit with some of the later games, but then you get games like Lost Judgment where guns take off half your HP, and
you're like, get that guy out of here right now. You're like, I cannot take this.
Okay, the sword broke. We're going to have to hopefully grab the crowbar. Crowbar, very good. Hard to get. It falls through the stairs here because physics. We love the Dragon Engine. But it is also a very good weapon. As you walk to me, that makes things easier. Appreciate it, bud. Alright, 3 hits. It's 1 hit with the wooden sword, 3 hits with the crowbar, which is why you want the wooden. Yeah. I'm going to put this away as a safety weapon for the marathon, and that's going to be good for...
Yeah, you have a spare 8 hits of a crowbar now, which is actually really useful.
Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. He's back. Man in Black. Third time in this set piece. Like, not even half of his appearances in this run.
Yeah, no, Man in Black is around for a while. Don't worry about it. He'll be back.
He has a little bit of iframes. That's why I'm like not attacking at the start. I'm pushing him away from the boxes intentionally. Putting away my sword. I'm going to grab this gas cylinder. So
That's a canister, actually.
my bad. It's a cylinder in other games.
Yeah.
So now he has knife shoes. Now the nice thing is, even on legend difficulty, his AI doesn't start at the start, so you can walk around and then just push him towards the wall and not have to deal with the mass knockback of Muscle Soda. Sometimes the Dragon Engine requires you to just make sure you hit him one more time, and there we go. Good set piece.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
The sound effects of him clapping these guys is always so good.
Yep. Not the end of the Man in Black, by the way.
Oh, no, don't worry. He'll be back. He's... As we say in the series, Kiryu doesn't kill people.
Yep. Very important speed tech. Punching doors is like half a second faster.
It is.
Yeah,
than opening them.
Yep.
And
It's the rule of cool.
yeah. 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 Like, in like every game where you can punch doors to open them, you punch doors to open them.
Yeah. So we basically still need to be on another good drink route. It's really tight if you're a new runner. We should be on 4-2 after the next Poseidon Power, which is perfect. So I'm on the good drink route, which means I don't need to get any spare drinks at any point during this chapter. If I did, there is one point where we can get a Muscle Soda refresh. It changes up when you do the next Muscle Soda refresh after this chapter, but it's not too bad. It just gives you like extra Muscle Soda earlier, and then you just need to do a tiny Muscle Soda buy just a little earlier. OG2 is really nice here for this bit because OG2 lets you go direct to the point, not K2. So whilst we're running with Kazuki here, which for reasons there was a second Kazuki, Jingle and stuff, I'll throw it over to Strife for any messages.
I do indeed have messages. The people are bending against you, I'm afraid, Froob.
What?
I have £10 from Claude saying if Froob hates it, I donate for it. That's how it works, right?
Based.
Yeah.
And of course, £10 from Critical Sid, doing my part to spite Froob. So yeah, you're getting targeted, my friend. I'm afraid.
I appreciate it. I guess. Thank you.
We only need 30 more pounds to get that incentive done, guys. So let's get to it.
So we're almost at Dokimoto's. This chapter is a lot of back and forth. It's why you need a certain amount of Poseidon power.
Yeah.
The Poseidon power that we've got used here, as you can see, will last until the next bit. We mentioned earlier about like certain games having like different upgrades and stuff, and like the timing on like some of our like drink attack upgrades. With Yakuza 6, that game actually has, it's the only game in the series that actually has upgrades to be able to increase the, if they do damage, the percentage damage that
the
you
percentage
do,
damage you do,
and the length.
and the length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so nice.
Yeah, because in Yakuza 6 you don't use
Spooky Ghost Time.
you don't you don't use the smaller drink items to have shorter ones with more power. You use CC Lemon.
Yes.
Because CC Lemon just lasts so long.
And then they massacred my boy. They turned it into an EXP drink.
Yeah, how could they do that to my boy?
They knew it was too strong. But it's so weird, because Muscle Soda, like, a lot of people don't think, because we don't use it in Yakuza 6, that Muscle Soda isn't in Yakuza 6.
It is in Yakuza 6.
It's just a hit-based drink,
Yeah.
and it's worse.
Yeah, no, like, the beer one we use is better than it.
Yep. And somehow, like, every single game has, in some way, buffed Muscle Soda. Like, from LAD, where it was like, I think it was a 45% attack up drink, it went down to 30% attack drink, but it now also buffs your magic damage. So
Yeah.
it basically works out.
Yep. Yeah.
It's so good.
The mysterious foreigners.
Fun
Alright, table
forward,
time.
grab table. Muscle Soda.
We love tables.
You only need to get one of them to 1 HP. Cutscene will do the rest.
Yeah.
Even from full HP. So in this bit, we're intentionally going to be facing towards where they are. That way it triggers to feel the heat immediately. Found that out from Big Dono. Thank you, Big Dono.
Yep.
And for ages, I was just like, why is this not working sometimes? Big Dono was just like, look at them. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
There is always a simple answer.
Yep. So we use one of our Poseidon powers here, and we have one left over for the next chapter. Or no, the end of this chapter. And that's it. Hello, boys.
Hello, Viceborn. So, the Vicespawns are, I think saying they're fairly common is a pretty big understatement. The later games where we can teleport around everywhere, we get to deal with them less and less, which is very nice, but...
Yeah, we don't have fast travel anywhere in this game because it's an earlier Dragon Engine game.
Yeah.
Shouts to... it was LAD that introduced
It was
that,
LAD
yeah.
that did that, and LAD's system was you had to unlock the taxis because they were
Yes.
in the areas, and then you had to
Because you've
unlock.
never been there before, which it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean not only that, because the areas were like RPG like level like scaled for like that part of the game, weren't they?
Yep. Good hit. Very happy with that. Sometimes you can get unlucky, have one enemy left over at the end of that, but like with the really precise weapon route that we have, you want to use like one of the pieces of furniture in there. We use our last side and power. We have 2 muscle soda left, which is not tight for this chapter, but it is for the next one.
Yeah.
If you're a newer runner, I suggest going over there to a green vending machine that we'll be using in the next chapter anyway, and replenish your muscle soda now, because for newer runners, the start of the next chapter is very, very tight for muscle soda usage. You pretty much have to know what's like going on and what we're doing. It's fine if you get into a fight spawn. This is an area trigger. Granny White is avoidable in OG2. She's an NPC at the back of Serena. In this game, she's a cutscene trigger across the entire Tenkaichi.
Yep, yep.
We're at the whim of these three staying together, unfortunately. Nothing we can do other than if their AI messes up. Muscle soda. Yeah, thank you, Zhao. It's usually Moon that doesn't get forward, but
Yeah. Yeah, she's strong enough to block the sign. Like,
She is.
She's insane.
she can take them one-on-one. Why does she need us?
Yeah, like Kiryu could just be there as like the coach, just like
Yeah.
yo go go go.
That is the end of that chapter. So as you can see, like with K2, there's a lot of chapters that just go really quickly and are just very combat focused.
Yeah, no, like when you look at the chapter length for this game and it says like 16, you're like, it doesn't feel like 16.
Yeah.
Like,
It's very, very quick. Like, apart from one bit later on where we'll have a 3-minute stare at a door segment. My favorite.
yeah, well,
Karu?
the
She's
Sayama
eager.
jump, I'll call that.
Okay,
Yeah,
they
no.
saw me early, which is fine.
So Yakuza 0 has like a number of chapters as this game does.
Yep.
But because you can't skip as much stuff as you can in cutscenes of the Dragon Engine, it just takes double the length of time
Yep.
basically to play that game over this one.
Which is why we're both excited for K3 to see how quick that's going to go.
Yeah, because
K3 has a lot of talking to kids in the orphanage.
yeah.
I love those kids. I'm glad they're expanding on that. But I'm also glad we're going to skip
Yeah.
all of that.
We like Taichi. Taichi in the house.
Touch in the house.
Taichi in the house.
All right, we've got a level up and we've got a bit of speed tech. So this chapter is the point where we're going to start using up the rest of our weapons. I'm going to go over here to these two. Now, I have auto camera turned off. What that means is that my camera will not automatically turn around. I'm going to level up to 130 specifically, and then we're going to take care of the enemy. So I have to turn the camera every time to spawn the enemy behind me specific locations. This is for the end of the game, so you'll understand why later. Did the other guy spawn too far behind me again? He did? No, good.
Nice.
I thought there was still one left, I miscounted.
Nice, like, hitbox there. You
Yeah.
like... I was like, yeah, you definitely missed that, and then he just walked into it and died.
Everybody save it. Hayashi.
Oh, hi, Hayashi.
I'm going to use my Nameless because I have a few more hits with that.
Yeah.
So, one stab to get heat. Strong attack. It doesn't look like it. This is multiple HP bars worth of damage. One hit on Wake Up.
Yeah,
QTE. Make sure you do the QTE because, as we said earlier,
Big
HP.
damage.
Yep. Now, we have a very small frame window here. It is almost like a frame window to try and put our weapon away. If we get it, that's fine. If we don't, we're just going to use the weapon itself, but I might put it away to make sure I have enough hits. Hayashi has these two pipes. He now has a mass amount of hyper armor. Those are scalding hot pipes. That's impressive, if you ask me.
Yeah. Bro has what can only be called, like, insane resistance to heat. Like, his,
Yeah.
like, heat resistance stat is off the chart.
He's not resistant to our field heat at the end of the fight. So I'm going to put him away, and then I'm going to move away so that I don't get hit by him. We charge a light specifically because our charge light also has hyper armor and goes through his hyper armor. Now, usually, we like doing QTEs. So this is my QTE hand. If you do Hayashi's QTE, it just extends to QTE. And as much as we like punching Hayashi, not in a speedrun. He gets let off for this.
Yeah, he
can
gets
also
let off
bounce
easy
it.
there because you could do that for ages.
Yep. Bounce?
Oh, no bounce. Oh, he is wobbling, though.
Yeah.
He's wobbling.
That's not a good sign. It's
Yeah.
bad luck.
Yeah, you will know when a ragdoll has occurred because me and Froob
yeah.
will likely laugh at what we see.
It's a shame it's not 6 of its Beyblades.
I love Beyblades.
So good.
I love Beyblades. It's
Oh, that's not the right drink. That's going to mess up my menu.
oh no.
It's good for the money. It's just going to mess up my menu. Hey, boys.
yeah, yeah.
I should have had Be My Baby as an incentive. It's right over there.
Oh no.
Why didn't I?
Yeah, it's yeah. So like
Be My Baby.
Be My Baby.
Be My Baby. Go do it. Just go do it.
Can we just delete Majima Saga?
Yeah,
Type
yeah,
in Be My
exactly.
Baby.
Why didn't I have that as an incentive? I always do for this game.
Oh, dude, we're finding Daigo?
Yeah, again. Where is he? He is actually here. I'm going to chug these. Get out of my
Just chug him, get him out of there.
Make sure we stay healthy with some health drinks as well as muscle soda, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't only drink energy drinks around here. We also drink some, like... I love the high kick. I'm like, when did Kiryu learn how to do this acrobatic-style high kick?
It's actually quite tight timing-wise. I should just be grabbing this knife. I want to hit this guy ideally in a good way to hit the door as well, which didn't happen. Excuse me. I'm not going to get through here quick enough, unfortunately. I'm going to flip this at you. It's not going to kill, that's fine. I want to get through these guys without muscle sodaing, but it's just not going to happen at this point.
Yeah.
It's fine for the muscle soda out. I'll just get the quicker muscle soda drink purchase. It'll be fine. So in this set piece, we got two things we want to do. Take out the enemies, obviously, find Daigo, and then we also want to make sure we get some spare weapons. I've been missing this angle, this like couple of practice recently, which makes me upset. I'm losing like a good 5 seconds over it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to... What I would normally do is use this for the rest of my run and just this. But I'm going to pick up a spare crowbar later. This is where I have to take another muscle soda, so I'm a little bit behind. You come to me, that's good. Ideally, I'm pushing these away from that wooden sword in the corner, so I don't want them to collide with it and break it. We're going to bounce off this corner to hit this guy. It makes the throw a bit quicker. You can hear that he starts up his machine gun. Grab this, turn around. This is our sword for the rest of the early game. Refresh our basically sword to another 35 hit.
Yep, easy 35 hit real quick.
Punch door, as you know, quicker.
Yeah, we love punching doors.
You'll see in this cutscene there is a weapon we're going to grab. There it is, the crowbar.
Yeah, we love a crowbar.
I was laughed at early on in K2 runs when I accidentally picked up too many crowbars, and then we realized crowbars were better. Vindication.
Yeah.
Dodge that guy. You don't have to use muscle soda for those guys. You do for one enemy in here.
Yeah, because he just has slightly more HP. It's the bigger dude, right? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and he loves to guard
and
as well.
he guarded you. Yeah,
Thanks,
we love
bud.
that. Can they just not guard, please? Like,
right angle takes him and the door out. This guy right here is one of the most annoying enemies in this run. He has a mass amount of guard because of that pipe. So as long as we just rush up to him and hit him at the right angle, we just take him out. And as I said, because it's a marathon run, we are going to, for safety, take one extra weapon just in case. Normally I wouldn't grab that, but it's right there. Sometimes I accidentally like hit an enemy into it and break it, and there's one further behind you.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's not too bad. I don't lose too much time to get in a safety weapon. And for these guys, we're going to use up the last of our wooden sword. Or nameless, actually. Nameless? Yeah,
yep.
nameless.
Big sword.
You coward.
Oh, dude, Daigo's actually there.
Yeah. A little tied up.
Dude, imagine Daigo actually being somewhere.
Cool. Not too bad. I couldn't... That set piece, I didn't start very well. It's really hard to be consistent at that set piece. That set piece is... It's one of those early set pieces that are really frustrating to actually do and do consecutively the same way each time.
Yeah.
Just because of the sheer amount of like shenanigans that the enemies can do. This guy looks like he'd make a good bartender one day.
Oh, true. True. Do you reckon you open a bar called Survive?
Maybe. Weird name. I wonder why they call it that.
I don't know why they call that.
Alright.
Dude, Tojo Clan?
Tojo Clan.
I believe they still exist. What?
I can't believe they're going to exist for like 10 more games. Huh. So I'm going to be chanting a mantra called Wooden Crowbar Gun. Don't worry about that. That's my equipment menu coming up here that I need to do.
Yeah. Just let Froob cook on that one. It's fine.
So yeah.
Also, I like how you change into the suit.
Yes,
in the taxi. Yeah. In taxi. Because usually in most games you would go to the taxi in the suit, but no.
Or in New Game Plus, you do it in Serena.
Yeah.
Which we were at. So as you can see, here's Teruda's funeral. Teruda's definitely dead.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely dead.
Definitely.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna run out to the front door. Something's not right here, apparently. Just gonna contain the muscle soda, wooden crowbar, and our first gun.
Yeah. Don't worry about all those guys looking over the side there.
Yeah. Don't worry about the Omi Alliance. Remember that guy in Chapter 2, Hashimoto? He's back, he has a sword, and he's even more aggressive than ever, which is a problem for us and Daigo Dojo.
Dude, is that Daigo?
That's Daigo. He's gonna, quotation marks, help.
Dude, we love Daigo when he helps.
Perfect. Good fight. Very good fight.
Very good fight. Daigo really did mess you up there.
Yeah. Daigo, so there are big differences in this run and OG2. In OG2, you want to get to crit HP because we have the OG2 Shindo skip and the K2 Shindo skip. Massively different. Trusts on this one. OG2's is one of the nastiest bits of tech in any Yakuza run and comes down to the difference of a right-hand attack or not. So you'll see the K2 one. It's very fun, very easy to do. We're going to taxi to the Millennium Tower. Then we're going to go and see our old friend Uncle Majima. Oh, my game crashed. What? Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, what happened?
Do Power Rangers?
Oh, we should play that instead.
Yeah. Hang on, I have got a controller.
Oh, nice. Let's go just boot that up. For reference, that is intentional. K2's PC port. Not my alarm, is it? Because I did set my alarm for like 6 o'clock.
Is that you?
Not my alarm. Cool. Good timing. Very good timing. Thanks for reminding me I need to close the game down. This game, if you have a quad-core or more CPU, which is any CPU in like the last 7 years, when you play this game for long enough, when we hit chapter 14, same autosave, the game's gonna crash. So we had to implement a crash rule because there were very few people that have the correct setup with a quad-core CPU or more, I'm one of them, that just wouldn't crash and would just get a minute's time over everybody else, which is a little unfair.
Bit cringe.
A little bit.
Bit cringe.
So,
I mean, it's mostly a PC thing as well, isn't it?
Yes.
It doesn't happen on console.
Yes, I'm very curious to see if it happens on the Switch 2 version coming out.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very hopeful because they're like reporting this to PS5, aren't they?
Xbox.
Hopefully they put this game to 60 FPS on
They're going to
console.
base it on the PC version.
Oh, probably,
remind me
and
not
they'll
to soft lock here, by the way.
Oh yeah, can you not soft lock, please?
Cheers, appreciate it. There's a soft lock here, if you haven't guessed.
Yeah.
I ran into it in practice, and I would really rather not. So, RGG didn't expect you to get through this fight quick enough. So, if you beat the fight before the logo goes away, you can't hit this barricade. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get a sword drop, so lower weapons for the run. The nice thing is we picked up a spare crowbar.
You picked up a spare crowbar, so we have a weapon.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to use my sword. Shimura and Sakurai here really suck to hit, so thankfully, with our sword, it's actually a little better than, obviously, using the crowbar. So we're just going to do that. And then we're going to go through here, and you're going to get to see full K2 Shindo skip. This is fun. I love this skip so much. This was found by one of our runners called Kuro. We used to do a different version where we'd want to skip the second half of the fight, but instead, we're just going to skip the last part. So this is Shindo. He likes Daigo's mother.
He does a
That's
lot.
probably the last we should say about that.
Yeah, we should maybe stop that conversation before we get anywhere.
So we're going to...
There's a lot of things in the series that's like that.
We're just going to calm him down. I forgot the level up, but I remembered.
Actually, please can you level up?
Yeah,
actually?
thank you. Appreciate it.
Please.
Sprint
Don't
3.
soft lock and level up, actually, please.
Cheers. We're going to go to Ram. I did the wrong menu. I've done the wrong menu. Hold on. There we are. Quick step cancel, boost weapon, attack max, and then all the attack we can get. I'm stunned I remembered it in this because we used to level up earlier in the run, and my muscle memory never remembers. So I'm proud of myself. So at this point,
Yeah, just letting you cook.
put the sofa down. Do not throw it. If you throw it, you will hit that sofa every time. Shindo, whenever he has a walk up like this, stalls up a guard or a dodge, but not for a heat action. Oops. So, we get Shindo to 1 HP. Once again, he's now going to go outside, and he's going to store up a guard or a dodge. There is one other thing that Shindo can't guard or dodge against, and that's gun. Love gun.
Yeah. Who can dodge? Who could guard against a bullet? Like,
Surprisingly, a lot of people in this series.
Yeah.
Not Kiryu, apparently.
Kiryu can't.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to make sure I hit this right because I have missed this in practice a couple of times. We're going to make sure we walk forward a tiny bit and just shoot him. There we go. That's Shindo's skip.
That took a second. I was like, oh,
yes, it does.
I took a second and I was like, did you hit it? Did you hit it?
I knew it would hit from there. If you do it too early, the bullet has drop and it will miss. And I found that out in practice as I redid this game recently. But we got long QTs here in OG2 with Shindo skip, which is a heat action when Shindo is on the ground at literally the right timing of his HP. You can skip all of this, and there's like 4 QTs that you skip. It saves you like a minute. You can't skip these in K2, but they drastically reduce them, and just shooting the guy is quicker. Whilst we're finishing with this fight, Shindo sprays some red wine all over the place. So I forgot, message now would be a great time. I saw the light.
I have only one thing to say to you, and it's Kiryu-chan!
Oh.
We have met, of course, the Majima Saga any % bonus.
Can I pull it back? Can we not announce that?
And
you very
we
much.
have one very, very big donation coming in from our friend Paulister.
Hey.
We have 250 pounds.
Yo! Even I'm stopping it.
And Paulister says to you all, hi all, it's your friendly neighbor, the army recruit, and then Paulister here. Managed to get away from my army camp just in time to catch some UKSG. Hope you all enjoying yourselves and that this weekend has been incredibly fun. I'm already counting the days to see you all again in person. In the meantime, go fast, stay hydrated, and let's enjoy the bonus run. Hearts. thanks to that donation, we have reached a grand total of £2,877, which means that we don't have much to go for £3,000. So let's push for it, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to see 3,000 by the end of this round. Let's go. Thank you so very much, Paulista. All it took was Paulista not to be here for me to actually manage to get here. Love you, Paulista.
Are you saying there's like an actual correlation to that?
Who knows? Have we ever been seen in the same room together? Yes, actually. Several times.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so with the sprint drink upgrades that we got, we don't need Poseidon Power anymore. Most of the time, we just can run to any taxis. Sometimes there'll be a bit of a tricky fight spawn like this that'll just lose us time, so we'll just use a vending machine like this and get rid of them. Which chapter are we on? This one. So take your hands off the controller, don't move here, otherwise you will get the bouncer sub-story mission. But if you don't, you'll get the cutscene that predates the story, where it's a little bit fillery. We got to deal with this kid here. His name is Takashi. He is the son of the florist. And we started his story in Yakuza 1. It goes all the way to Yakuza 4, I think? I think he's like a side bit in Yakuza 4. Leave us alone, actually.
That's fine.
This is the one part of the run that can kill your run. This is okay. You get fight spawn in this alleyway. If it's a bit further back and it sees you a bit earlier, you don't have the time to get past it, and you don't have the time to get to the taxi. There is vending machines to the right that you can grab to be able to despawn them, but you'll lose time going over there by like 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It is a bit frustrating, unfortunately.
A lot of the first couple of Dragon Engine games is knowing where all the vending machines are for those purposes.
The thing that I hate is that LAD added a vending machine to the end of that alleyway, and we just don't need it in that game.
I know. Why do you need a vending machine in that game? I don't think I've ever seen you need a vending machine for like most things. Especially for despawning fights. Why would you ever do that? Like, you just save load.
No.
Like...
Alright, so what I'm going to do for marathon safety is I'm going to replenish... Did I replenish my muscle soda before the taxi?
I don't think you...
I don't
think you
and
did.
they're right next to it. I'll have to go for the other soda machine. Just in case I forgot to muscle soda. I think I got it, but just in case, just grab some here. I didn't. Okay.
Okay, good.
So we'll be good now for all of what's coming up through Osaka. I probably didn't need to do that if we stay on the good drink route, but it's, again, a little bit tight, so I want to make sure that I just have enough.
Yeah.
Obviously marathon setting, you know.
Yeah.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Because muscle sodas may be busted on the attack strength they give you, but they do last for a criminally small amount of time.
Yes.
Like, they are a large attack buff for a small amount of time. They are like a very short Red Bull shot.
Yeah.
They're a Jaeger bomb, basically.
Right, and with this, we are going to head back to Osaka, back to Sombori.
Yeah, best go to Serena. We love going to Serena.
Yep. This will be our like last time. I say last time. We're going to be there for like 30 minutes, but it'll be our last time in Osaka. We have a lot to do. We got to go find Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, we do.
This is a Christmas game.
It is a Christmas game.
So that doesn't look like it, but it is a Christmas
It's a
game.
Christmas game.
Yeah. You can see that Kiryu's starting to like run out of breath here, so you still need good movement. But as you can see on level 3 sprint, you have enough for even the long runs.
Yeah. It is really annoying that even with like that high level sprint, you don't even get anywhere near like infinite sprint or anything like that in the later games.
Yeah. In this game, level 5 does give you infinite as well, which is what's really frustrating.
Yeah, because like it's in the game. Can I just have it?
I really wish that with Laddish they gave you infinite for the max upgrade, but you got to have those shrine upgrades for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, something else with this game as well that they changed in later games. Froob also appreciates this. They put sprint on right trigger.
Yes!
Sprint on right trigger is insane. It goes so hard. I'm like, Froob is doing what I like to call the claw.
Yeah, I'm just constantly.
No. I do a different thing where I put my thumb on the sprint bar and my index finger goes to the camera button. I don't know why.
What, like this? Oh, no, like, oh god.
Yeah.
My fingers aren't that dexterous.
Yeah. I have really long fingers, so I could do that.
I don't.
But yeah, no, like you had to claw grip to run around optimally in this game because you kind of want to turn the camera for turning a lot of the time to make sure you actually get into the right places.
Yeah, because we had the auto camera turned off for literally one reason later on that we'll point out when we get there. But it helps it save a metric ton of time in like a very specific fight, like up to like 20-30 seconds. Like it's a ridiculous amount.
Yeah. And in general, making sure you don't bump into walls and things, because in this game, when you bonk, you lose a lot of time because Kiryu goes, and then he doesn't run for like a further like 2 or 3
Yep.
seconds afterwards. And that if you do it once or twice, it's fine. But if you end up doing it 3 or 4 or 5 times, it builds up. You can lose a lot of time.
Yep. Alright, so these guys are going to use the crowbar. Crowbar is very good, obviously, for close range and for damage. Ideally, they will get together. If I aim to the right there, I would have got all 3, I think, or at least 2 of them, so I'm a bit upset at myself about that. They literally actually got together in like a perfect way that I would like them to, so...
Yeah.
Oops.
07,
Happens.
big sad.
It's K2. This can happen a lot.
Yeah, big sad.
I only lose like 5 seconds to that, but, you know,
but
having that happen every fight.
Yeah, but Froob, that's 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, how could you do that?
That guy on the left is a sub-story. We now go to the right to avoid another sub-story, and then we run down here for the story.
Yeah, that is another big thing with these games is knowing where the sub-stories are.
Some games are nice and give you sub-story markers.
Some games are nice to give you the markers. This game
No.
doesn't.
You need equipment to do that.
Yeah.
But that's the reason for doing these runs over and over again. One of those like easy to learn, hard to master things is like when you run into Pocket Circuit in either 0 or K1 that wastes 3 minutes, you learn fast.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just like how if you run into baseball in Yakuza 6 and it changes the taxi list, you learn very quickly, I'm never doing this again.
I love that we do that specifically at the end of all sub-stories just because of that.
Yeah, because it changes the taxi list, and then
Yeah.
and then if you get caught, you lose minutes dealing with the first baseball thing because you have to play baseball.
Yep. And Edge baseball as well.
Yeah, and yeah, but like so, we got another fight here. We're just gonna.
We used to have fun strats in this room. There's a giant freezer to the left, as you can probably guess. We figured out.
Crow that bar.
Ah, shit, I didn't hit this guy. These guys, it's very hard to get all 3 of those at the same time. Nice. With the same angle, but sometimes you can. It's just like kind of tricky. This was the same room that we got the platinum plate in earlier on.
Yeah. You're talking about the sub-stories. There are a couple of like instances where we do run into sub-stories to free up an area.
Yeah.
Even if they take like 30 seconds to go through a cutscene, freeing up an area for movement will save more time than sitting through a cutscene in most instances.
Yep.
Another thing as well is the one we did at the start that gave us 50k of money.
Yep.
There's a couple of those throughout this series where you can do that. Like Yakuza 3 has one where like this guy goes, go buy this fish for me, here's 200k,
goodness.
and you're like, oh, I get 200k? You're like, yo, 200k?
That man better still be in K3. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, if that man's in K3, that is our money for
is,
most of the run. We are cooking. Because Yakuza 3 doesn't really have any money gates. The only money gate we have in Yakuza 3 currently is the fact that we need to play blackjack.
And we know we're going to need money for upgrades in K3, so we might just be getting that anyway.
Yeah, we may be taking this man for all he's worth because
Not getting him his fish back.
we're not getting him his fish back. We're not going to go catch him a fish.
Yep. All right, so I got to concentrate on a couple of menus here, so if you've got any messages, now's a great time.
Well, that's perfect because I do have messages.
10, 100,
I do have 30 pounds from Rudy, who said, Majima, we're coming for you. Hard. And then 30 pounds from Desart. Two questions. First, what flavor of Froob is doing this run?
Oh my goodness.
And second, why is a wooden sword so dangerous?
True. Actually, that is a good question. Different equipment pieces have different actual values, but the very down, dirty, and easy answer is muscle soda. Always muscle soda.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad. You actually need to fight these guys because you can't run away from those
That
ones.
actually like hit way early. This is why we got the early muscle soda, just in case.
Yeah,
I would like to not waste half of my equipment. Carrot, please. Carrot, please. At least hit him if you're going to mess me up.
Yeah, we predicted, like, during any marathon run, you kind of expect to get at least one fight spawn because...
I'm stunned that was that fast to aggro to me.
They like aggro to you frame one. They're like, get him, boys.
Yeah, when I was like praising this game earlier for, you know, not
doing the judgment.
doing that, it did it.
Not doing the judgment stuff, and now suddenly it's like, yo, judgment? We judgment? You said judgment?
I did.
Yo, it's a sus man.
This guy is not very nice to us. Oh, I still have my sword on, don't I?
Yeah.
So we start using the sword here. You can see even with the sword, it's 3 hits to be able to take care of that guy. I'm going to head over the taxi. I'm going to find Santa Claus. It's time. Oh, jolly Saint Nick. It is the time. It is February? No. Oh, God, it's September. It's September. Hey, here's Santa, by the way. See, that's Santa. That's
Santa.
That's Santa. He's, yeah. So this chapter is massively different to OG2. In OG2, you have a completely separate district of Sotenborg that's not in any other game. All the story beats are exactly the same. It's actually a bit quicker in K2. This is Sim. He mutes your VOD, so we don't like him, so we use the sword. He got it. I'm upset about that. Please do not. Yeah, because now he gets really aggressive. I've been having problems against this guy for ages now.
Oh my god, bro just is not letting you go.
I will heat action you.
Yeah, don't test me. I will press triangle on you without holding left trigger.
The trouble is, I need the hits of the sword that all just got used up, so that's a real big problem.
Hey man, you got the 8 crowbar.
Yep.
You have got a micro crowbar left.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Because the trouble is, that saw is supposed to be for the boss of this chapter.
The boss of this chapter.
Which it should be enough for. And then... Oh, no, it isn't, because we need to do Isaki and the dude in the golf center.
Crowbar time.
Crowbar time.
Crowbar time. 8 bar.
Or nameless for the range, and then crowbar later.
All true.
That's probably better, to be honest.
True, because you have some of the nameless left.
Yes.
So, yeah, nameless.
So this is the one time it heals you. You can see in the top left, it heals you. We're going to go first person because we really like to be immersed in this game. Kiryu's spilled some red wine on himself, and that's making him a little staggered.
Yeah.
We're kind of just swaying left and right a little bit. Going in first person kind of stops that sway a little bit, like more so than just trying to walk. You'll see on the minimap there are fight spawns that we are avoiding. They're all fixed locations, which is good, so we can just walk this way and we'll be totally fine. Also, this bit's actually kind of dangerous. One, walking into NPCs like earlier will drain your HP. Two, these giant poles on the side can teleport you backwards. Never forwards, only backwards.
Yeah. Well, they have to be not useful. That's how it works.
Yep. Even walking normally can just teleport us backwards sometimes. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So we're going to very carefully avoid this guy on the right. You'll see that we'll actually go into his range and he won't actually fight us. But this guy on the left will because he's looking directly at us. I hit that one NPC like 2 times. It's really annoyed me. This is why we bought a spare heal earlier, just in case.
Yeah.
I am going to use it on the Tigers, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't trust my HP value even at this range. Because we're going to get 100% hit in this next fight. This next fight is going to be our very final level up. And it's a very technical level up. No, it's not. I mean, it is, but...
It is, but
it's just one thing.
Yeah, but it's technical for, like, you know, a very specific reason.
Hey, who loves the Orbitarian? There she is!
Oh my god!
Every single game.
Oh my god, there she is.
Grab the bike, spin the bike, the muscle soda, then you go to stat, you get your attack to 174 exactly. No more, no less. Easy peasy.
I always get so worried when I see the 176 highlight, but no, it's 174.
Yep.
That's what it goes to when you upgrade it.
You will see me always slow down in that menu. So we're going to go and play golf. We're not playing golf. It's not Yakuza free. So in this time, if you've got any messages, now's a great time.
Yes, I do. I got 32 pounds from Argic.
Hey!
Saying, remember to stay cool and grab a nice cold Froob from a freezer.
Not me.
Almost at 3K, but first, nice! 29.69 pounds.
Yeah.
Almost 3K. Let's go.
Thank you, Argic.
Shoutouts to Mr. Gick.
Yep. I didn't invite this man to be my co-coms. I know how he's here. He's the only other qualified guy that's here.
Qualified. Like we take classes for this.
You don't even run this game.
I don't even run this game.
Alright, so, Kurokawa. We used to do a really fun heat action here. We still do in OG2, where, you know, you grab him and you throw him in the river. Now, unfortunately, we figured out that the saw is much better. The downside is, I'm down on saw hits. So what if the old way? Bye-bye!
07.
I'm going to use my crowbar. We used to use the crowbar for this fight, like, a long time ago. I still love it, but the saw here is better.
Yeah, but you wasted so much saw on the guy in the parlor thing. Sid.
My VODs, will you? With your terrible music. It screams abracadabra, it's awful.
Yeah.
So, we gotta go back. We're basically looking for Isaki, the guy who was in the Mahjong parlor earlier. At the time we hit him with a bin, hasn't learned his lesson. We use the saw this time. This medical parlor here, this is not actually here in OG2. In OG2, it's in that new district of Sotenbori. But for, obviously, this game, to condense things, it's all in this part of Sotenbori.
Yeah.
Now, the Saw will take care of him in 2 hits, which is really nice, and then we're going to be on a very strict time limit. So we want to... 8 hits is good, very good for the Tigers. You need a minimum of 6, I believe?
Yeah,
6 or 7?
because it's about 3 hits per one, isn't it?
It's 2 for the... No, it's 1 for the first one. Actually.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 1 for the first hit because you hit them both at the same time.
And QT. So we want to do the first bit here whilst our Muscle Soda is still going on. We need to replenish our Muscle Soda. This is the... Oh, yeah, this is the penultimate time we actually Muscle Soda replenish in the run. And then we're going to go over to the taxi and go to our next big set piece, Osaka Castle.
Osaka Castle.
Between the Kiwamis and the OGs, most set pieces are actually different in terms of their design. Not here. Completely the same. Just the way you deal with enemies is different. So, Kunieda in the middle here. We need to take care of the ads first and then him, which is why we need to do this in a certain amount of time. Nice. And then we have some of the most annoying enemies in the game and in the Yakuza game, to be honest. I hate these enemies so much. They dodge everything, especially with these floor spear traps. If enemies are on these floor spear traps, their first instinct is to dodge. And then they infinite dodge. Like this. Like this. Like this. Now I have to move out of the way. They're not even on him and he's still dodging. I should just have muscle soda. Oops, that's my map.
That's the wrong button, bro.
Yeah, it is. The big old touchpad.
Yeah, the touchpad's a big button, bro.
Yeah, it is. Okay, there we go.
Oh my god, that was such
that.
a late
that
hit.
should not have counted.
Yeah, that really, the game gave you one for that one.
Yeah, that's why I dropped my
It was like, you can have that.
So, should need to, yep, timing. It's funny because, like, when you've done enough runs of this, you kind of know the timing of the floor tiles, so you know when they're, like, you're going to have to dodge them.
Yeah.
In this bit, we are going to do a forced shooting section.
Dude.
Not with that gun, sadly.
Dude, minigun?
Yep, minigun.
Minigun? Oh, we just want to preface that Curie doesn't kill people.
Yep.
Just make sure that you're aware of that, alright?
Creator first, and then we have a specific route. Excuse me. You two, before they get to us. You two on the right, and then these two. Oop. So they actually took out...
And then he just falls over at the end. He's like, oh!
They took out all the recoil that the console version of this has, and instead they just make it so your gunshots are a bit wider.
Yeah.
Weird. So last Kunieda, unlike before, we have to take care of him first this time. That's good. Him doing an attack is very good. Did you mind? I don't want to take care of all the enemies because then he will replenish them.
Yeah, because you get more ads if you let him. He really just doesn't.
Okay, my luck today is getting a bit bad. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. It's time. I should use my other wooden, actually. That would be the smart one. Okay, I'm just going to leave him to his own devices. And this guy. Oh, right.
You literally just
said...
said...
I just said it, didn't I?
You said this, bro.
Yeah.
But we may have to use our fists a little bit.
I sell my own sword. It's fine. I just want to show you choreography dancing. Bro, you're not in High School Musical. Come on.
Oh my god, bro.
Now I'm the one caught in the trap. It's effective. This is not going great. You don't have to muscle soda these guys because they have no HP. You're mine. Thank you. I'll call you Jim. Jim, thanks. Oh, that'll do. Oh, there's no down to the... Yep, there you go.
There we go. Right, we're out.
Are we, though?
No way.
Run's going great, by the way. Totally in control.
We got to deal with the Tigers first. Oh, yeah, that's the Tiger.
Can actually kill me at this HP value. That's the worrying thing.
Oh, yeah, you might die.
I'm going to use that toughness C we bought just in case. This is the just in case.
Yeah.
So this is why I was saving my Saurus, because we're going to run forward a tiny bit, use this. I'm going to heal. Nice stab. Should have re-equipped my weapons at this point, because we're going to do it in the next chapter, but used a couple up. Oops. Now, there's one important thing to know about the Tigers in this fight. Their hitbox sucks. That's it. It is either the head or... good luck. So, most enemies if there's like a duo fight, when the first enemy goes down, the second enemy goes into their heat phase, as we like to call it, their EX phase. So they get more defense, blah, blah, blah. So this Tiger's now going to take 3 hits. So I've been going back and forth between doing light attacks and the charge strong. That's actually not too bad as long as he doesn't charge me. That was actually okay. Usually he does this charge. That charge can connect with you multiple times, and from full HP can kill you.
Yeah, if you're not careful, it just destroys you.
Dragon Engine shenanigans.
Yeah, because of how you recover from getting hit down in this game, you can just get infinited by it. Sometimes depending on where you get hit.
Anyway, that's the worst Osaka Castle I'll ever have. Good set piece. Like that set piece. And now we get the filler bit, which is a shame because you can actually skip this in OG2.
Yeah.
OG2 has some really cool skips that K2 does not have, including the entire next bit after this first fight.
Yep.
So we're going to do a side story with Haruka, where the music producer is going to be like, Haruka could become an idol. And Haruka says, oh, I'll never become an idol, which that doesn't happen.
No, she never becomes an idol.
No.
Don't worry about it.
No, definitely not. So we're going to have to taxi away to get a phone call. I normally don't replenish my muscle soda in this chapter either, but I've definitely used a little bit extra up after one.
Yeah, you definitely use one more than you usually
Yeah.
did. Definitely.
I should be fine, but again, for marathon purposes, we're just going to make sure we're safe and secure.
Yeah, I mean, your money's fine anyway.
Yeah,
so.
money's not the issue in this run.
Which is
Not at this
weird.
point, anyway.
Not like, yeah, it's like weird. Like, Yakuza Mum, no money issues?
Nope.
In my Yakuza run? What are you doing? Like...
We have more runs with money issues than runs that don't have money issues. Okay, so get through the dialogue.
Yep.
Not skippable, even though it looks like it should be. It should be. Nani?
He definitely says Nani and Haruka appears. You're like, okay.
Yep. I ignored the brood words. Charity marathon, my dude. So he calls us Gramps. Very rude.
Yeah.
We're going to run over and grab this sign, and then hopefully, again, everyone just gathers together. It's one of those things that sometimes they do.
Really going to prove to him the grandpa status of Kiryu grabbing
Yeah.
the sign.
Potentially 2 highway, Kurahashi. We'll replenish Amel Soda just in case. If I had 7 still, I'd be able to just carry on, but yeah, no, just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. So in OG2, you can skip this entire next bit coming up. What you do is very simple. You go back to the bar with Haruka, and you speak to Haruka, and she's just like, do you want to go back to Kamurocho, Uncle Kaz? Yes.
Like,
yes, I do.
Yes, I would actually. I do not want to be here.
Unfortunately, we have to carry on. Even though Haruka has now said she doesn't want to become an idol, we, for some reason, have to find a singer for the producer. So we're going to run around a little bit here. So, Trev, if you got any messages, please.
Yeah, sure. We'd like to thank English Restreamed, who just rated us with a party of 13 people. And we're going to shout out a few more of our marathon friends, including BSG and NSG, included for their continued support of UKSG. BSG Plus 2026 is coming up from January 17th until January 24th from New in the Netherlands, yes.
Nice.
Correct. Actually, correct.
Thank you.
Correct. That's how any Dutch person would say it. Like,
Good
perfect.
workaround, respect it.
Side note, their submissions just opened, so get on it if you want to join them over there. And NSG Spring 2026 will be coming live from Jordrum, near Oslo, between April 24th to April 26th. Both are absolutely amazing events, and if you'd like to learn more about these and other speedrunning organizations, be sure to check out oengus.io for all the latest and upcoming speedrunning marathons. Again, though, thank you to both BSG and NSG for their continued support. Be sure to check them out, but for now, let's get back to Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Thank you. Yeah. We're just starting out. Oh, I forgot this is skippable. We're just going up to our next set piece, and this set piece is actually really unique and different in the Dragon Engine compared to the original, because we have Dragon Engine shenanigans that are going to work on our side for once. Actual
for once?
physics.
I love this fight. It's so good.
It's so funny.
It's so good.
In OG2, you have to fight everybody with your fists. In K2, wow, he actually got that off. In K2, you can just throw everybody off the truck. As you do.
I love that you get to this point and I finally get to see the throw that you use in Yakuza 6 all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my boy, I miss you.
Throws in Yakuza 6 are so good.
Dude, they are like stronger than like most two-handed weapons. Like, you, like, oh, I need a two-handed weapon. You'll do, Mr. Man.
Yup. Right, so I'm probably gonna do a big weapon change here because I am running out of my weapons. So what we're going to do is go up to these guys. Going to go to you, Crowbar. Let's take the Nameless. Oh, I should have put the gun on. We need it here. Let's see if we can get the gun drop from this guy. We can.
Oh,
this
nice.
is why we usually get the gun earlier, is because that gun doesn't always drop.
No, yeah.
That gun can just fly, because Dragon Engine, moving vehicle, physics, Which, speaking of, hello, sir, would you like to fly? 2 HP bars, I don't care.
Hello, 2 HP bar man. Get off my truck.
Kim! Kim!
Get off my truck. By the way, these guys aren't dead. I just want to preface that Kiryu doesn't kill people, guys.
All the usual tired memes. Rubber rockets, rubber
rockets, rubber bullets.
Rubber
Kiryu
truck.
doesn't kill people.
The rubber explosion.
Cutscene Kiryu and gameplay
Yeah.
Kiryu are from different dimensions.
Yep. So, you know how you're doing at this set piece via your actual attack buff? When it runs out, then you've done a bad job, to put it bluntly. Which mine is about to run out. So 1, 2, 3, perfect. So ideally you have enough soul left over for Kurashi afterwards. I don't. We'll be using the nameless katana that we equipped. And with this equipment menu, I shouldn't need to do any more before the end of the run, which is good. So it's kind of worked out. Not well. It's kind of worked out.
By the way, the man in black is still not dead. He'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, he will.
He'll be back in a bit.
Yeah.
We'll see our boy in a bit. Don't worry about it.
Tires, to be fair, are made of rubber.
Tires are made of rubber. Like, actually true. Like,
Yeah.
actually true. They don't like carry a big heavy thing. They're just made of rubber. They just bounce off you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, Millennium Tower, we've got to be careful with this next taxi. We don't want to run in the loading screen because it can push you into the fight spawn, which is very funny but also tragic.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on PB pace.
And you accidentally hold forward and you're like, bro.
Yep, because it moves you to the right because you load in technically before the visuals turn up.
Yeah.
So we're just going to run forward here and then not have to deal with that. This next fight is finicky at times. So before we go up there, we're going to chug our muscle soda. That way we can just go straight away.
Yeah, go in and hit him before he does anything.
Note to self, no source, so up D-pad for nameless.
Up D-pad.
Yep.
Yeah, you pressing up?
Yeah, I'm mashing it.
Good shit.
Ideally, we can get both Yang and
Yep, there we go.
Kurahashi, and then we can get him before and the fight. Normally, you can get off a quick step cancel there. I've not been getting it recently, and I don't know why. But after this cutscene, the last 3 enemies will get together, and then hopefully they'll be together enough for us to do a stab. The reason why we don't want to do this QT before they go down is because any field of heat like this unequips your weapon. So I have to go back, re-equip it, and then hopefully, almost.
Oh, you nearly got
My
the triple
son.
there. You nearly got the triple there.
My son.
There he is! We got one!
Dragon engine, baby.
There we go. We love you. Dragon engine, the best engine.
Yup.
I love how they're just not dropping it. They said
I'm
they
so
were.
happy they'd
and
still have it.
Yeah, they were like, we're not going to use it. And then they're like, don't worry, guys. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And we were like, yes.
Because we know it's good for speedrunning.
It is good for speedrunning.
Well, for certain aspects of speedrunning.
Well, for most of speedrunning.
Yeah. For cutscene skips.
We love cutscene skips.
Yes.
It makes every run so fast-paced.
Yep. Alright, we got a whole bunch of running around again. Straff, you got a message? That'd be great.
Yeah, I do have a message. It's not updating on the counter, but don't worry about that. Oh, perfect. All right, we got 3,000 pounds.
Hey!
Thanks to a 41-pound donation from Big the Dave, who said, "Massive man has donated." Thank you very much, Big the Dave. Thank you everyone who donated. Let's keep it going. We are climbing the rankings of the UKSG events. We can get there. We can always get more money for Crisis to support people and get them out of homelessness. So please keep donating.
Yes, please do. The series actually has a very good track record of helping the homeless. I went the wrong way out of it. But
yeah,
no,
you go the other way, man.
Yeah. This series is actually pretty good at dealing with like the homeless issues and stuff like that from even the very first game, which is nice. All right, so going to Dokimoto is going to find out that somehow the Omi Alliance are planting bombs around Kamurocho. There's like 40 of them.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, so we're going to go get the Tojo clan to help defuse them, and for some reason our primary person to do that is Majima. That's a bad idea.
I trust him. I mean, he gets this job done. Like, you have to be real here. Like,
we just got the very, very lucky, very rare good Tenkaichi, where the fight spawn was at the very end and just went to the left. Usually it's walking up towards you and you have to deal with it, but this is good. They're messing around.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we do need one dub in this run. Like, so, you know.
I've been having some bad luck the last 30 minutes.
Osaka Castle, we needed a dub after that.
Goodness. We can have a good finale.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Dude, we got to go to Purgatory? Daigo's never been to Purgatory.
No, he's never have. This is definitely not Daigo going to Purgatory right now.
Daigo's never been to Purgatory.
No. Management fans, I'll give you another look at management. There he is on the left. Whoa, there he is. Whoa.
Dude, Majima.
See
There
you
he
in like
is.
20 minutes, my dude.
See you in a bit, bro. You're right to press circle.
I am. A lot. Hope you're ready to commentate that.
Yeah,
You bring your commentary chops for that one.
You Beyblade.
Beyblade. Not
Just-
the fun Beyblade.
Oh yeah. No. It's like the Tesco value Beyblade edition. We're not like
No.
official Beyblade X
No.
like gamers. Like
No, we're getting the chocolate bar instead of the packet of crisps.
yeah. True. True. For
those who are wondering, there is actual tech to picking your Tesco meal deal. We had a very long conversation about this the other day. Mango slices are absolutely the goat.
Yeah. You want the big mango, small mango, and tango mango.
Yep.
That's the real meal deal.
Yep.
Maximum mango.
It
Yeah,
is.
maximum mango.
Listen, when the man's got to go, the man's got to go.
Yeah. Sometimes a man needs a mango, bro.
Yep. So we're going to head back here. We just have to go and help our friends in the city. We just do a lot of running around until we get to them, and we'll get to them in a second.
Yeah, we're about to just do some running. Dude, big digger.
Yep. OG2, you have to, like, you don't have anywhere near the taxis we do. In OG2, you have, like, 2 taxi spots,
Yeah.
or technically 3. So in OG2, you literally run. In K2, we get to just taxi, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But the fights are a bit more annoying for me in K2 than they are in OG2. So hopefully everything will go well. I do have enough spare weapon hits. I could just take them with weapons here, actually. Make it a bit faster. I'm going to do this one with furniture, because I don't like this fight. This guy in the front, like, is a pain in the backside, so if I just do that, it's fine.
Yeah.
See, that's a slide, although I don't want him to slide too far. What's happening to that guy at the back?
Oh, there he goes.
So that's helping out the bartender at Bantam. Then we're going to go to Dokimoto's again with sprint free. We are good. So because I did the save quit earlier on,
We're not gonna crash.
Yes, this would be when we pass this little intersection here. The game would crash.
The game would just be like,
Watch
nope,
it
it's not
now
happening.
crash on us, which would be very funny.
Hold.
No, we got past it.
No,
at
we're
this point. But yeah, it's around that point right there every time. We don't know why. We think it has something to, like, it's not loading in or something like that. The longer the game is open for, the earlier it can happen as well. So that's why we, like, have to close the game down every so often if we've, like, been resetting too much. This one is obviously the table. Anytime you're in Dokimoto's, table.
Yeah. This poor man's
Jeeva.
table. At least got hit by that one, because if he blocks that one, you're like, bruh.
Yep. At that point, I'm getting the sword out.
Yeah.
Which I want to save for Stardust specifically.
Oh yeah, you want it for Stardust.
Now, the downside is because my equipment menu is messed up, I don't know which of my D-pad buttons the name this is on. I think it's up D-pad.
It's up.
Yeah, I think it's up D-pad.
No, it's up.
Good. I mean,
I don't actually know, but it's up.
If it's wrong, it's still a crowbar.
It's up. It's up.
Can't
No.
complain about the
It's up. It
Yeah,
has to
we
be.
want something long, not because of the main guy we need to hit, but because of the guy on the right with a sword.
It has to be up.
Nice.
Actually, it's insane. I did not know it was on up.
You believed and I believed.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. So we're already up to chapter 15. This is not the chapter in the game. No fighting happens in this chapter.
Yeah, but we don't need to do anything in this chapter, so...
Yep. OG2 once again has exclusive tech over K2 in this chapter, which saves a good couple of minutes. There's management defusing a bomb, as he does.
Great cutscene. We
Yep.
should have watched it. We don't do anything else in this, do we?
No. Should go back
Why would
to
you
Be My
defuse the
Baby.
bomb? I love that bit of text. He's like, how did...
Yep.
He's like, I asked him to do it, and I didn't believe he could do it. Like, that's the level of that text, isn't it?
Everyone's like surprised like rubber bullets and stuff, and no one's surprised that management defusing a bomb. Like,
Yeah, like no one's surprised that Majima works out how to defuse a bomb.
just with eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
That's the real way to do it, bro.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's
He's
the
so happy
aftermath.
about
He's
it.
like, I did it. Boys, I did it.
I'm gonna go off to be an official bomb diffuser.
Yeah,
Instead, he somehow ends up being a pirate.
yeah.
Alright, so we're on a 3-minute time waiting segment. We're going to grab some fresh muscle soda here, because otherwise we won't have enough for the finale. Actually, I may have had just enough, but yeah, I'm not gonna risk that, obviously.
Yeah.
Head over to Serena, because we are waiting for a phone call to let us back into Serena. So we're gonna go stare at a door for 3 minutes. So Strife, if you got any messages, now is a perfect time. It's not listening.
They ain't listening.
Bad, bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh, what?
Brad, we have to help over here, man. We got to look at a door.
Yeah,
Please speak.
This is engaging.
Engaging. Well, I do have a donation. I do have £10 from the man in black.
Oh,
You will never get rid of me.
actually, we will. The next chapter.
This is a threat.
Yes. A threat and a promise.
And a promise. Promise.
Yeah, this is actually what we have to do. In OG2, there is a specific set of NPCs. Akimoto, you might know him from a couple of games, where literally you can walk into his sub-story in Yakuza 2, the original, to start it, cancel out of it, and then you just get the phone call from Date. It takes a little bit of time because you have to walk over to it. It's in a slightly different location in OG2 than it is K2, but still let you skip this.
Yeah. I mean, and the whole reason why we come in and stare at the door is because if you run around too much, you kind of can get screwed by fight spawns and
Like that one on the minimap right now.
other
it's quite
different
large.
things. And
Yep.
and in this game, if you're not by a vending machine, you can't
Yep.
despawn it. Unlike some later games where you can do it from within the menu, but even then, that would probably likely pause the timer.
Yeah, with first person specifically because that stops the AFK message, which can stop the timer of the phone call.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, being AFK means you can't be while in first person means you can't be AFK.
Please ignore the fact there is a text box telling us to go to a bar right now.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't enter because that also pauses the timer. Then we have to
Yep.
leave anyway because we've got to enter the bar when the phone call comes through.
Let's do something spicy. That's insulting my speedrun.
Yeah.
How is this not riveting?
Yeah,
It's
we love
exciting.
this. Have you ever stared at a door with such intensity?
Right? It's a relatively well-textured door for a game that's like, almost 10 years old.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised it can teleport between floors. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
This is great.
Shout outs to doors.
Shouts to video games. Shouts to UKSG. I'd like to give a big thanks. Like, we could actually do some good thanks in this bit.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to thank Tech. Obviously, they had a rough day yesterday. I hope today's been a bit better. Thank you all for all that you've done. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I had
Yeah.
a plan for what
Yeah.
to speak during this, but I've forgotten.
Yeah. Do you like those extension things?
I do. I actually thought that was part of the PC until I realized it was
No. It's, oh, go.
Right, yeah,
Sorry,
no,
we're
we're
going.
going. All right, in the door. We've been allowed to re-enter our hideout,
We have been allowed to proceed with video gaming.
and now we leave.
And now we walk out again. We're like, 2 seconds, I'm out.
We're a well-known ex-Yakuza going to the police station, as you do.
Yeah, I like how they just like let him go every
Yeah.
time. They're just like, yeah, you're probably okay, Kiryu.
This is where the silly meme of Kiryu fist banging the desk comes from. Is this literal cutscene?
This
coming up
cutscene
right
is
now.
so good.
Yeah.
I like it's just honestly, it's like up there with like the Yugi Moto. It should
Yep.
have been me,
Yep.
not him.
Yeah, it is. Man, very few words, just bang, leaves.
and then he walks out. It's the door slam, and Date's just like, I get it, bro.
Yep.
I understand completely.
So the nice thing is the finale starts immediately. We don't have to do any prep work or anything like that.
I love it when you get to do that.
Yeah, it's so nice.
So yeah, in this game, the finale is now just we are doing this until the end of the run now.
That was the 30th time we've spoken to anybody in the game, apparently.
Yeah, hey, it's Kiryu.
So, once again, most of the time you know if you're going to save or lose time in the finale with this fight at the start, because sometimes these guys like to not get together. Like, Peak, if you could get over here, that'd be great. Muscle Soda up. Oh, good. First hit. And then everyone stopped. But it's
Yeah.
still good for free hits. Still
Yeah,
very
3
good for
hits is fine. Like, if you could do that without losing the sign, that's good.
So we're going to do what I like to call the one-weapon route. So we're going to use this Darkwood Sword, which is a stronger version of the Oakwood Katana we've been using for most of the run, and we're only going to use Darkwood Swords for this part of the finale. So with the right setup here, you can just do light attacks, because as you see, really good. We want to intentionally break the barricade on the right-hand side here. There is an enemy on the very right. You'll see him kick a sign. His name is Seo. He doesn't activate his AI unless you go on this side close to him. So you can see he's like getting a bit closer. There are some enemies with guns here. They should be fine. They will dodge maybe once. Yep. Happens. Yep. And his name is Ha. He's literally taunting us.
Yep.
So we're going to go through this. As Rebel said earlier, in the finale, you can see like on the floor, there's a whole bunch of weapons. You can just grab.
So like if you truly messed up your weapon route throughout this, you could just like grab whatever you need.
Yep.
In this in this segment, it's actually really like, you know,
Get there
friendly
in
to if
time.
you like mess up and like lose stuff.
Right, so we used to run down the road to the right. There's a fixed fight with the guys with like a couple of rocket launchers. It's really scary. Until someone said, "Why don't you go the top route?" Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it actually has the weapons we need. So we put away.
Just literally sat there. We need a Chinese saber, another dark wood sword. The
We
Chinese
used
saber is really good, actually.
We used to get that from the downstairs area where we got the platinum plate in Sotenbori way back in the day.
Yeah.
But then we realized it's just there.
Yeah. and as I said, the Chinese saber is a real good weapon. It's very nice.
Yep. So there's another one here if you need another one, if you're worried about
Yeah.
weapon stuff. You shouldn't be at this point.
Yeah, just in case you need more.
Ideally, we need to hit these two with the same hit, so we move to the left here to bait them to the same area. That didn't get off the muscle soda, so I might be able to... Nah, it's fine. This might actually do enough to take care of the both of them.
Yeah,
anyway
it might
with that
do,
little
because
hit.
this does a lot of damage, because, you know, muscle soda is cracked.
Anyone alive?
Ah,
Yep.
it didn't
Goodbye.
fully do it. That's fine, though. That's not bad.
So the reason why we turned off the auto camera before the run is for this bit right here. Down there, the entrance of Purgatory that we went to in the previous chapter, that is an enemy spawn, but provided we can see it, enemies won't spawn over there. You'll see that they'll spawn like from the right and from the left. So ideally we don't want to get too far forward because they can spawn to the right entrance there. And then we're just going to get the enemies to spawn in and then just take care of them all. Where's the last I need them to spawn in? Behind me. Oh,
That's so good.
oh, I did spawn one at the end.
I mean, it's like good that we actually know how to do that correctly now, because we used to play on, I say we, the Royal Wii, because I don't run this game.
Yeah, did you have a great time on the leaderboard, by the way?
I do. It's so good, it's not on there. Used to play on high FOV because it was like thought to like make it possible, but then Froob told me the other day that it was a myth, and I feel like I've been lied to.
Yep.
My entire life.
Yep. Literally, you can have it the normal default FOV. If you like the higher FOV, it doesn't change anything. So you can still do it. I know some runners still like the higher FOV. It took me a long time to readjust back to normal FOV.
I like how
Hey, he's back.
I like how like I got the right like answer as like you like manipulate the camera to spawn the enemies, but for the wrong reason.
Yep.
Like I got to the right answer through the wrong reasoning.
Yep. Alright, well we're on our final set of boss fights.
Yeah.
OG2 is terrifying for these fights because we have low HP strats again, so you have to get through all of these fights at very low HP. With OG2, there's a hidden piece of equipment in the next segment we're going to get to called the Payback Ring, and if you've ever played an older Yakuza game, you know the Payback Ring does more damage if you're on low HP. So it's absolutely terrifying. But we love OG2. It's one of the harder runs in the series. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Scares me.
My
I love
God, is that Ryuji Goda?
it. It is Ryuji Goda.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in this game.
Yeah. This is the second time we fight him, actually.
I know, right?
We last saw him like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
So, nice and simple. For any Ryuji fight, Chinese Saber, hit once to build up heat action.
Yeah, this Chinese saber really doesn't actually do that much damage to him
Attack
in
on
terms of
Baker.
like, you know, cutting him up. But
Yeah. We just need him one more time, and we're only using it in one more fight, so you can use the rest of the saber just to like interrupt his blooming, what do you call it? High power. That's
Yep.
Oh, also, I don't think we mentioned actually about the Feel the Heat.
Oh, we actually have not, yeah.
You've probably noticed Q has been turning up on screen. You can either mash just with controller or with controller and keyboard. There is an upper limit to how much you can mash. So if you are good on controller, just use controller. I'm old. So to God.
Could you add the mouse in there as well to really like go all
No,
three?
no, unfortunately, but you could, but there is an upper limit, so you'd have to
Yeah.
go kind of slow.
You put it on like a foot pedal, got your hand on there, someone square.
Don't tempt me.
Ultimate quick time
Right.
event, yeah.
Daejin Kim, this is the Lord for Daejin Kim. Get your normal sword out and hopefully hit him with all the hits. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. There we go. That actually worked out.
Okay, good.
Battle QTE. Bonk. Do the QTE, otherwise Daejin Kim will shoot you in this bit. And the reason why we have quick step cancel is to quick step cancel backwards. And then this way we keep our weapon, take care of these guys. Hopefully. Please. Thank you. And then once they're done with that, walk in Daejin Kim. Easy peasy. Now, very rarely, Daejin Kim can break out of the Feel the Heat, shoot you, and kill you. Thanks, Daejin Kim.
Shout outs to the Yakuza games having stuff like that.
Great game.
We love this series.
Yeah, we actually do. It might sound like we're complaining. We're saying this from a place of love, like genuinely.
Yeah, no, because as people that have played these games way too much,
Yup.
especially in a speedrun setting where you come across things like this.
I have 2K hours in this game.
Yeah, you can say that about basically any game that you have a large amount of time in. Like you're just like, these 17 things suck, but don't worry about it. It won't affect you.
So remember when we went up to 174 attack earlier in the run?
Yep.
It's literally for this fight.
It's specifically because if you do too much damage to Ryuji Goda, you just absolutely ruin this fight. You cannot skip his phases if you do too much damage to him.
So essentially, it's that heat action there. You have like about 2-frame window to get it off if you're over 174. If you're not over 174, then you have to do that. If you're at 174, you can just wait. You got plenty of time, all the time in the world.
Yep.
We're going to do one more attack, and then there's going to be a QTE after it, and then that will be time coming up. So get ready on time.
Part of the reason why as well, not only does it make it harder to get the heat action, if you get knocked down in this fight when he's glowing, that was close. You get a nice 45-second QTE.
Always triangle, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's triangle.
Always
time's coming up, by the way.
Time when I successfully do this QTE. Time. It was triangle.
Let's go, triangle.
Yes! So we're done here now, right? I can leave, right?
No, you got to press circle more. By the way, sub 150 is pretty solid for an LTO.
How that Osaka Castle went, I'll take that.
I know, right? I know, right?
Less we say about that Osaka Castle, the better. Right, anyway, yeah, if you're wondering, we never use in-game time. The in-game time ever since OG1 has been busted. And the best part is it's busted for different reasons in different engines. Great.
I mean, I can tell you for the same reason that there's only ever one KH game that's ever tried to use in-game time, and that was KH3.
Oh,
for very similar reasons of just like...
Yeah, fair.
This counts loads. It backtracks when you press continue.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, count...
Yeah.
Like, correctly in increments. You're like, okay, can we just, like, not do this?
Fair enough. Do you need any setup time for Majima Saga, or are we just going? Yeah, easy peasy. I have to zero this menu. I'm going to tell you the right timing to hit the start timer button this time. Like, genuinely, the actual right timing.
Yo.
Alright, cool. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice 2 hour and 5 minute estimate for Majima Saga.
We're going to go a little under
We're about to crush that estimate, by the way, guys. This is
about
insane.
An hour and 50 minutes.
This is...
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Yeah, 12. Alright, so... This guy is Dio. He's voiced by Dio's voice actor. This is set between Yakuza 1 and 2. There is a... Oh, 12 hours. Let's go!
We're going to crush that estimate. Let's go.
Yeah, Warren Arcs and HUDs, they're not needed for a while. We suddenly have an extra day of UKSG? What's going on? So, this is literally set between Yakuza 1 and Yakuza 2. There is a war for succession for Terada's right-hand man, get the most money. At which point, Majima just wins because of the Kamurocho Hills project.
Yeah.
So, because of that, shenanigans are going to happen. So, we get to run through. Unlike the main game, there's no equipment, there's no gear, there's no level ups. There is just you and the very paltry moveset that Majima has. And unfortunately, there is one move, and one move alone, that is very, very busted and overpowered. Rebel, if you would like to explain to the crowd.
Yeah, so you know the circle button that's on the right-hand side of the controller?
That one, right?
Is that one right there? That one right there.
One, gotcha.
When you press it, Majima will do a nice spin.
Oh.
And what happens is he'll spin, hit people with a knife, and, he'll kill them. And that's about as complex as Majima gets with combat, because Majima in this game does not have very good combat for the most part for small ads. He gets a little bit more interesting in boss fights.
Yep.
But, like, not to the level that you would want it to be, especially when you're used to him from, like, Zero or now from... Pirate Majima.
That is right. That is right. Yep.
Yeah, because I was like, Pirate Majima? Yeah, Pirate Majima. Yeah. Like, he's, like, even his, like, base style, even though he has the spin, like, depending on the style you just don't use it because it's not as good as other options. Like, his charge punch is way better.
It's still good, just not as good.
Yeah.
If you look at the minimap in the bottom left, you'll see that there is a fight spawn. Fight spawns in Majima Saga are in fixed locations. So we have a route that takes us from point A to point B without getting into any random fight spawns, bar one, because one is in the way.
Yep.
In this bit, we're going to get a text from the Man in Black about these disturbances, these street bosses. We're going to pass one of them on the right-hand side. They're basically stronger enemies that take 3 spins to win.
Yes.
Amazing, that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, again, very, very, very complex strat. The circle button, we're going to press it.
A couple of times, yep.
Yeah. It's funny that it's the same shape as the motion he does.
Oh, it is, yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's why it's on the circle button.
Yeah. Makes sense,
That's why he can't throw, because
yeah.
like, that doesn't make sense to him. He has to spin to win.
And that's chapter 1 already.
Yeah.
This is very quick, and you're probably wondering, all right, this hasn't been so bad so far. Why are you saying this is terrible to speedrun? I would have already reset at this point because of how bad that first fight was.
Yeah.
Like, it is... This is a very rough run to do fast because you need enemies to gather up so that you get multiple with the spin. Now, there is a little bit more tech than just spinning. You might see it with this fight or the fight after this one, where the end of the fight is based on Majima's animation. So if we're mid-spin, it's going to take longer. So sometimes we will actually just do a couple of like light attacks or strong attack. Good first hit, actually. Very much happy with that. Not happy with that one. So yeah, we're just going to move away and then...
Oh, that sucks, bro.
Yep. We're just going to do normal.
And then also it doesn't help that his regular attack animations are kind of just bot in this game.
Yeah, and this guy is just moved away and just not doing anything. I'm just breakdancing, don't worry about it.
And he's also kind of weak in this game as well, because Curie would have clapped that HP very, very easily. Majima's
even
oddly
without
weak.
muscle soda.
Yeah. Like, Majima is just oddly weak.
Yeah. So this is the last bit that you have in Kamurocho before we head to Sotenbori for the rest of Majima Saga. We would do the rest of the street bosses at this point. There's our last email. There are 9 street bosses in Kamurocho, 9 street bosses in Sotenbori. We do have a speed run for all street bosses. Yeah, you spend a bunch more. It's like
Yeah, the circle button gets pressed a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, just press the circle button.
Yeah, it's if you really, for some reason, like Majima Saga and really want to do more for whatever reason.
Yeah, if you really like Majima Saga, press the circle button.
Yeah, if you really like Majima Saga, may I recommend you please speedrun Pirate Yakuza instead? Hey, Sotenbori. Love Sotenbori.
Yeah, we love Sotenbori.
We do get a, like, as much as, like, I complain about the speedrun Majima Saga, I do quite like this. It is pretty good in terms of, like, a little bit of throwbacks here and there to especially Yakuza 0. This street boss right here is a bane of my existence. When I routed all street bosses originally on PS4, he doesn't load in time. So I just have him in the next chapter instead. Oh yeah, you can't skip this again.
Dude, door? We love a door animation.
Yeah. So we're back in the Grand. You'll know the Grand from Yakuza 0. We get a little bit of somehow they recognize this guy. I guess it's the eye patch.
Gotta be the eye patch.
Yeah. Oh look, more people to spin.
Oh dude, spinning?
Hang for you, only got like 4 fights left.
Oh yeah, where you spin to win.
Yep. So we're gonna go on this side, spin, then hopefully again get them all together. I don't like where you're going. These guys though. And like, yeah, if you get knocked by that, Majima gets knocked back so much that it takes, so long to recover from even spinning. Like,
yeah, like...
Yeah, near you.
There we go. Kick that guy. There we go.
So yeah, you'll see the fight will end a bit quicker here because Majima puts the knife away and then there you go.
Yeah, because, you know, the fight can't be over until the knife's in the pocket.
Yep. Points for style.
Yeah.
So down Odyssey, we go to Shofukucha. At this point, we would be actually going to Bunzamon Outdoor Mall for the other street bosses, and there's one guy to our right there. We go to Andromeda, which was an old club that was like a rival of Majima's when he was the lord of the Sotenbori back in Yakuza 0. This is the one random fight, because if we go back the other way, there's also a fight in the way, so this is just quicker. So we're just going to go here, spin them from a specific angle to hopefully hit all 3, but unfortunately we
not. So, one other thing with this run, if you had wondered why we are just spinning with Majima, not only is circle what you use to pick up stuff as Kiryu, so we can't actually pick up any two-handed weapons and clap people
which
with
would
those.
Be very useful,
and that would completely
like,
change this run.
Pretty much every fight has a two-handed weapon in it.
Yep. If you could, then we'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm spinning, but in a different way.
Yeah. Spinning them instead.
Yeah, you press triangle to spin in that one.
Yep. So, here's an old NPC, goes by the name Makoto Nakamura. Never heard of her before.
Never heard of her.
Nope. She doesn't recognize us, and we just stoically walk out without saying anything because we don't want her to recognize who we are. It's just like a little epilogue to 0. It is actually kind of sweet.
Yeah.
And we just have 2 bosses left. If we were doing all 3 bosses, we would be going to the top right part of somewhere at this point. So, oops, yeah, quest.
Yep.
I forgot where I was going there.
How can you forget where you're going? You only go to like 2 places in this run. You go to one place, your top 2 options, and you spin to win. Come on, bro. I know it's because you've just done a full K2 run that you've like clicked in the brain. Oh yeah, this guy has a gun.
I'm going to bed after this.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm tired. So, Kamura. If he dodges, we'll spin again. If he doesn't dodge, we'll do a heat action like this, because he will either store up the late dodge or an attack. Now, when he doesn't get up immediately, we know where his position is going to be to, well, try and stab him, but that didn't go too well.
Yeah, that didn't work.
And, okay, that was lucky.
That was a pretty alright fight.
Yeah, if he kicks you there, he will kick you away and then stun lock you and shoot you, which is really annoying. Dio is hit. We're going to fight Dio. Dio actually is one of the most annoying enemies in any game ever because he has a counter that can counter literally anything, including our spin.
Yep.
Same voice actor as Yamai in Infinite Wealth, by the way. I'm glad they actually had him in a better role than just this. Cool intro.
Yeah.
Hate to say it. So he's going to get way more aggressive in the second half. He's the only boss in Majima Saga that has a heat phase like phase 2. And he's just going to get very aggressive at that point.
Yeah.
But not at the start. So again, much like Kamura, if he doesn't do that, we'll obviously use heat action. Stop that. No, I mean, that works. Yeah,
That actually works. Yeah.
That'll do. I like the heat action because it does a lot of damage. You can also use the heat action to try and like break his aggression so he won't like do stuff like that. So sometimes you'll see me just do it like this to like try and get him. Because he gets straight up, we just spin instead of do the down stab. You going to counter me at some point today, bud? Nope, you're just going to kick me. That's fine.
Yeah.
You'll know when the counter comes out because
There
I hate
it.
I get very loud and I hate it. He's trying to do it again.
Because he can just do it whenever he gets hit, so... There it is again.
I love this fight. Time's going to come up when man dead. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. He survives heat actions. And man dead. Ah, GG.
That's time. That's time.
Yeah.
That's time.
It doesn't matter. Majima Saga just exists and it happens.
Yep.
Thank you for donating for Majima Saga. Despite my dislike of Majima Saga, thank you very much for obviously getting to 3K for Crisis. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Again, thank you, UKSG, for having me after what happened last year. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rebel, for co-coming. Appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Where can they find you?
On twitch.tv/RebelDragon95.
Cool. You speed on Yakuza games.
Yeah, and a list of other things which would take too long.
Cool. Do you speed on a lot?
I
like
do.
Dragon Ball Budokai.
I do.
Good
I do
game.
speed on Dragon Ball Budokai.
Good game. I'm Froob. I speed on every Yakuza game. Every one. You find me at twitch.tv/Froob. Shouts to, because I keep forgetting every single time, Yakuza Speedrun community. We mentioned it earlier. If you ever want to learn a Yakuza game, these days it's very accessible to get into any Yakuza run. You got any questions, jump in. Anyone will be happy to help you out. Especially if you want to run Yakuza 5. Best Yakuza game.
No, you have to run Yakuza 5. It's not an option.
It's contractual obligation if you actually join the Discord. Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm talking to someone who hasn't done 5, and it's on the list, isn't it? Because you have to do it. There's a hit list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be us. Strife?
All right, thank you very much for the both of you. We have a few final donations that came in. We had £20 from It's Page. Hi, It's Page, shitting love for the final day. This event was fun, from watching the runs to doing host and tech. And yes, strive for this, so that's for me. No, VVV, because we were asking how hard it was. And can't wait for UKSG Red 2026. Then we have £10 from Too Many Characters, saying spin to win. Did Sonic start early? And finally, £5 from Howling Mad Mac, who will be the next host too. Yay for Blue Mario Madness. We are getting into the last run of the event, folks. We have Classic Sonic Trilogy, Ring Shuffler, with HUDs and ARG, who are going head-to-head to see who can do this the fastest.
That's good.
Let's see how high we can go on that donation counter. Thank you very much. We're going to head off to intervention.